final score here in the second game, 2-0. A no-hitter between Ty Hensley and Matt Chavarria. What a game.
The following is a presentation of WUEV Sports.
It's time for the Evansville Otters pregame show on 91.5 FM, WUEV. Coming up prior to first pitch, we'll set the scene for today's ball game, go inside the clubhouse, and interview a member of the Otters about today's matchup, and we'll take a look at what's going on elsewhere in the Frontier League. And now to get you set for exciting Evansville Otters baseball, let's go out to the diamond for the Evansville Otters pregame show.
Good evening and welcome everybody back to Bosse Field alongside Bill McCune. I'm Sam Jelinek, ready to get you set for the finale between the Evansville Otters and the Florence Freedom in a 4-game set. The Otters have taken 2 out of the first 3 games. On Friday, it was a nail-biting 4-3 victory. Yesterday, a doubleheader that the Otters won the second game 2-0, lost the first half 5-2. But the real story was the third no-hitter in franchise history in the second game of the doubleheader. Ty Hensley and Matt Chavarria combined for 7 scoreless no-hit innings against Florence to help the Otters secure the victory and make a little history in the progress. The Otters, though, have another important game here today. Right now, the Otters sitting 4.5 games back of the first-place Normal Corn Belters, while at the same time, in addition to being 4.5 behind Normal, they also trail Lake Erie, who's at 41-36. Right now, 4.5 games up on the Otters as well in terms of trying to catch them in the wild card standings. Now I welcome into the booth my partner for today's game, Bill McCune. Bill, it was a great no-hit performance last night. How did the Otters somehow follow that up today?
Well, I don't know. To try to duplicate a no-hitter, you know, there was one guy years and years ago, back before the Ford came out with the first automobile. Cincinnati, young kid, 16 years old, threw 2 no-hitters back.
Johnny Vandermeer.
Yeah, okay. So I don't think we could do that today, but it certainly would be nice. The weather is beautiful. The crowd here is hopefully will get better. But it's a pleasure working with you, young man, and hope that we have another win today.
Yeah, and speaking of wins, Ty Hensley picked up his first as an Otter yesterday as part of the no-hit process, pitched 5 scoreless no-hit innings. Sat down and talked with him before today's game to get inside of the mind of a pitcher who was in the process of throwing a no-hitter and actually left after 5 innings of work. Sat down and talked with Ty, so we're going to take our first break here in the pregame show and come back with that interview with Ty Hensley. You've been listening to the Evansville Otters pregame show on WUEV 91.5 FM, brought to you by Krookemeyer and Kahn.
Hi, I'm Bill Morgan of Bill Morgan Roofing and Construction. I've built a reputation of doing quality work that will stand the test of time. We didn't get here by knocking on doors, talking gibberish, or trying to be the lowest bid. You don't like to be sold to, and that's not what we do. My philosophy is simple: treating your home like it's my own, from start to finish. For roofing, gutters, siding, give us a call at Bill Morgan Roofing and Construction. Roofing the right way. 812-499-5892 or BillMorganRoofing.com.
The Pizza Brick Road always goes to Tyroni's. I'm in the mood for pizza and I'm ready to go. The Pizza Brick Road goes to Tyroni's. So follow me down the Pizza Brick Road. Road down to Tyroni's. The Pizza Brick Road. The Pizza Brick Road always goes to Tyroni's.
No matter how large or small your digging project may be, no matter how urban or rural, you must always call 811 before any digging project. 811 is our national one-call number, alerting your local utility companies to come out and mark any lines they have near your dig site. So before you do this or this, make sure you do this. For digging projects big or small, make the call to 811. Brought to you by Indiana 811.
Welcome back to the Evansville Otters pregame show on WUEV 91.5 FM. I'm joined by Ty Hensley, the architect of 5 of the 7 no-hit innings yesterday. Congrats, Ty, on the no-hitter.
Thank you.
Well, it was your first start back off the DL in about a month and a half or so, and the last start you had actually came against the same Florence Freedom team, and you lasted only 2 2/3 innings. But this time you come off the DL, and after you hit the first batter, what was kind of going through your head in terms of, man, I got to settle down here?
You know, more than anything, I think it's just kind of fastball got away from me a little bit, and just kind of took a break, took a step back off the back of the mound for a bit, and just kind of calmed down and just, told myself to, lock it in, get the ball down, and throw some strikes. So.
And you did pretty well in that regard. You ended up striking out 7 hitters. What was your favorite strikeout pitch that was working for you? Fastball, curveball, what?
I can't really say any pitch in particular, but I really liked my sequences last night. I think when I saw that I beat somebody with a certain pitch, I went right back to it instead of toying around and trying to go to something else. And I think I did a good job of reading swings last night and kind of. If something was working, just kind of going with it.
And I thought, you kind of settled in after the second inning where you stranded runners at second and third with a huge strikeout. Was that kind of when you settled in and said, okay, I'm ready to really get going here?
Yeah, I think it was just kind of a gradual thing. Obviously come out in the first inning after having a little bit of time off. Definitely some jitters, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, just getting out of that was huge. But just kind of a gradual process, so.
And when did you first realize that you were throwing a no-hitter? Was it when you were still in the game or after the 5th?
Well, it's funny you say that. I didn't even realize it was a no-hitter until we were in line, like, shaking hands, and people were like, yo, congratulate, whatever. But, yeah, so I had no idea.
So you obviously then had no nerves going towards the end of the game. Obviously you wanted to pick up the win, but you had no idea the no-hitter was going on. When was the last one that you had thrown?
Yeah, probably in high school, because in 2014, which is the last year that I threw competitively before this year, I was only throwing 3 inning stints, so you can't really count those as no hit. Yeah, my senior year of high school, I think, so it's been a while.
And more importantly than the no-hitter in some aspects is just getting back on the mound, getting 5 innings and getting a win. What do you kind of see for that momentum going forward the rest of the year?
More than anything, it's just really good for my head. I think that's the biggest thing that I've been struggling with. And 3 years in a row of rehab and competing against yourself in a gym and on a training table will do that to you. You don't like to say it, but it definitely gets the best of you a little bit and kind of makes you question some things. But I think more than anything, that start is just something good to build off of and kind of continue, moving forward. Because, some good things happened last night, but there's definitely a lot of things that I can get better at, getting behind the count and coming back and making better, 1-0, 2-0 pitches, instead of letting a whole hitter get away from you, trying to find a way to battle back mid at bat. So I think that's the takeaway from last night. It's just, not making life so hard on yourself and trying to stay out of the windup as long as possible, so.
Well, Ty, once again, congratulations on the no-hitter and best of luck the rest of the way.
Thanks, Sam. Appreciate it, man.
You've been listening to the Evansville Otters pregame show on WUEV 91.5 FM.
GD Ritzy's is a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball. GD Ritzy's menu features hamburgers, grilled chicken sandwiches, old-fashioned peanut butter and jelly, and ice cream. With 3 Evansville locations, west at 4810 University Drive, on the north side at 4320 North 1st Avenue, and on the east side at 601 North Green River Road. GD Ritzy's is open from 10 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. Sunday through Thursday and 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. on Friday and Saturday. GD Ritzy's, a proud supporter of the Evansville Otters.
91.5 WUEV Evansville.
Counting down to first pitch here between the Evansville Otters and the Florence Freedom in the finale of this 4-game series. Otters going for the series win. Florence hoping to salvage the finale to split the 4-game set. For Evansville, it's going to be Austin Nicely on the mound. He's going to be opposed by Mike Castellani on the bump for the Florence Freedom. Both of them left-handed tossers. This is how the Otters lineup is going to look here today. Remember, fans, this Evansville Otters lineup is brought to you by Mr. Quick Pick. David Cronin leads things off, and it's Ryan Long, Travis Harris, and Jeff Gardner. Brant Whiting, the DH, Mike Rizzatello, the catcher, Zach Wells in center, J.J. Gould at short, and Taylor Hilson into the lineup over at third base. It should be a good one here today. Evansville coming into the ball game now at 38-39, trailing Florence by a game and a half in the standings and 4.5 behind the normal Corn Belters. Austin Nicely makes his second start this week. He opened the week on Tuesday against Southern Illinois with 6 strong innings, although he could not capture the victory. And everybody's out on the field now for the national anthem, so we'll take our final commercial break and be back with first pitch here from Bosse Field. It's the Evansville Otters and the Florence Freedom coming up next here on WUEV 91.5 FM, brought to you by Krugemeyer and Kahn.
You must call 811 at least 2 to 3 business days before any digging project. So before you do this or this, make sure you do this. For digging projects big or small, make the call to 811.
The 4th Annual Blues on the Rock Music Festival will take place on Sunday, September the 2nd at the Rockport City Park in Rockport, Indiana. There'll be regional and national blues acts, food vendors, an over 21 beer garden, and with children's activities, there'll be fun for the whole family. Sponsored by the Association for a Better Rockport and the River Basin Blues Society, advance tickets are on sale 812-686-0012. For more information, visit evansvilleblues.com.
WUEV thanks the new Boca Lounge for their continued support. Boca features live jazz every Sunday, 2:30 to 5 p.m.
Injuries are inevitable. It doesn't matter if you're playing baseball, walking the dog, or falling from a ladder. Injuries happen. When they do, Tri-State Orthopedics offers treatment for sprains, strains, and fractures by medical specialists. Tri-State Orthopedics is located at 225 Cross Lake Drive in Evansville, just north of the Lloyd and I-164. Tri-State Orthopedics can be reached by phone at 812-477-1558. Its urgent care line is 812-474-OUCH. Tri-State Orthopedics, a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball.
Sheet Metal Workers Local.
It's time for Evansville Otters baseball on 91.5 FM, WUEV. 3-1. Long, toward right, toward the corner, toward the foul pole and over the wall. Fair. Home run for Ryan Long.
Oh no, hit high in the air to deep left field. This one's gonna tie the game. A 2-run home run for Toby Thomas.
Don't forget, Otters fans, you can catch every Evansville Otters broadcast on 91.5 FM, WUEV, online at evansvilleotters.com, and through the WUEV mobile app.
The Otters take Game 5 by a score of 1-0, and they are the 2016 Frontier League champions.
Now, let's go out to the diamond for all of the exciting action.
Good evening, good afternoon, everybody, to be more accurate. We're here at Bosse Field alongside Bill McCune. I'm Sam Jelinek. It's the Evansville Otters and the Florence Freedom here for the final game of this 4-game set. Otters have taken 2 out of the first 3. They'll look to make it 3 out of 4 with Austin Nicely on the mound for Evansville. And this is how they're going to line it up behind him out on the diamond. Out in left field, it's going to be for the Otters here today. Ryan Long shifts from third to left. Over in center field, it's Zach Wells. Jeff Gardner over in right. Taylor Hilson at third. J.J. Gould at short. David Cronin at second. Travis Harrison over at the first base bag. And then Mike Rizzatello behind the plate to form the battery with Nicely on the mound. Remember, Otters fans, this pitcher and catcher battery is sponsored by The Answer Auto Repair East. Find your battery needs at The Answer Auto Repair East, located at 2319 North Green River Road. Now you're welcome into the booth now by trusty sidekick and companion, Bill McCune. Bill, another great day for baseball.
Another great day, and if I may, Sam, in your interview with Mr. Hensley, the pitcher that threw the no-hitter last night, what he didn't say, but I'm going to say it, I think his best pitch last night, when you asked him that, was his curveball. I thought he had good control, good command, and he got many of those ball players, they were frozen at the plate when he threw it, and he got those strikeouts. So he didn't admit it, but I'm going to say it, his curveball.
And Austin Nicely hopes to follow up Ty Hensley and Matt Chavaria's performance with a solid one here today. By no means do we expect another no-hitter, but you never know what's in the cards here at Bosse Field. Nicely a southpaw out on the bump.
Bosse Field, home of the Evansville Otters in Otterville.
Correct, and Austin nicely into his wind, and now his first pitch to Austin Wobrock to lead off the game is a fastball inside, and it's 1-0. Nicely 6'1", 190-pound left-handed tosser. Wobrock left-handed hitter, the 1-0. Fastball misses just off the inside corner, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Austin a 5-5 record, 4.34 ERA, making start number 16 on the season. The pitch. Nicely finds the strike zone with a fastball on the outside corner, 2-1.
The field has been freshly mowed, and it looks beautiful the way Lance cuts this grass.
2-1 pitch. Wobrock looks at it downstairs, head in the count here, 3-1.
It looks like a major league ballpark, Sam.
Nicely, 87 innings, 65 strikeouts, 42 walks. The 3-1 on the outside corner nicely fires it home, and it's 3-2. 97 hits allowed for Austin. Had one start earlier this week. That was back on Tuesday. His payoff pitch to Wobrock. Bounced back to the mound nicely with a little hop. Grabs it to his right. Plants his feet and throws to first to retire Wobrock for the first out of the game.
It looked like a jump shot.
Going up for a layup.
Yeah, something like that. It's a different sport. But anyway, it's a really nice, easy. He fielded his own position, and that's the way it's supposed to be.
Wobrock retired, and that brings up Caleb Lopez, who started yesterday's doubleheader off with a bang. Nicely, his first pitch to him. He swings and lines it into left field. Lopez does it again. Was 4 for 4 in the first game of the doubleheader yesterday, and now picks up the first hit in the game with a line drive to left. He'll be a one-out base runner for Skylar Ewing.
If you recall yesterday's ball game, the first time up, Lopes hit a home run over that fence, and the second one up, he blooped it over third just like he did then. So I hope it's not a repeat of his performance yesterday.
Lopez over at first, and now it's Ewing, the hitter, right-handed bat. Nicely from the stretch for the first time, comes set. Looks at first, the pitch. Fastball high and outside, 1-0.
And Mr. Ewing has not been, hasn't had a good series, I'd say, against the Otters.
Just one hit so far. That was the triple back on Friday night. Then he got ejected following a called strike 3. 1-0 the count. Nicely's pitch. Misses outside, and it's 2-0. Aside from that, in yesterday's doubleheader, Ewing went 0 for 7. So you're right, he's been a little bit cold at the plate, but still hitting .293 on the season. 13 home runs, 39 driven home.
Yeah, and struck out quite a few times during this series, besides the one he was called out and got thrown out.
2-0 pitch. Down and in on the back foot of Ewing, in the count's 3-0. Second 3-ball count for Nicely. Out of the first 3 hitters, 2 out of 3. Otters wearing their third different uniform combination in the past 24 hours. Yesterday had the pink breast cancer awareness jerseys, then they wore the navy blues, and today the home whites. The 3-0. Ewing takes a called strike outside corner at the knees, and it's 3-1. The Otters with those beautiful home white uniforms, a tri-colored cap, white on the front, blue in the back with a red E right in the middle. Otters in red across the front of the jersey, the American flag on the right shoulder. Florence wearing red and black jerseys. The 3-1. Just outside. Nicely can't get the call. It's ball 4 to Ewing. Lopez up to second with 1 away.
Yeah, you don't want to put the runner in score position like we have now for Lopes on second base. This guy here, I tell you what, you can't tell about this batter.
Ricky Ramirez Jr., the hitter.
I mean, the other night, with the tying run on third, he's going to look for a bunt hit, and then ends up hitting a single driving in the tying run. And I mean, he does make contact. I'll say that. He's odd, but he makes contact.
Hitting .284 on the season, left-handed batter with a wide-open stance. 2 on, 1 away, top of the first. The first pitch. Fastball gets the called strike on the inside corner. Rizzatello was set up outside, had to work his way back onto the inside half to pull it back into the zone, but he gets the call, and it's 0-1.
Yeah. Look how far Ramirez is in the batter's box. He can't go any further. He's on the line. far back as you possible.
Nicely checks the runner at second. One more look. Now the 0-1. Stroked into center field on a line. Center fielder Wells comes in and makes the catch. That ball was scorched by Ramirez, but right to Wells in center for the second out of the inning. Everybody stays put at first and second.
That was a line drive, but it just it carried too far out. Otherwise, well, I think he would have had runners on first, second, and third because he wouldn't have scored. It would have been a one-hopper, and I think our center fielder, Zach, would have possibly thrown him out at the plate.
Now nicely one pitch away from getting out of this jam. Then at first and second, 2 outs. And here's Caven Burgess. Right-handed batter, open stance, wiggles the bat in his hands. Nicely his first offering. Fastball misses downstairs for ball 1. Florence scored in the first inning of the doubleheader yesterday on the Caleb Lopez 2-run home run to left. Then got shut out and no hit in the second game. Already picked up their first hit of the game, so they don't have to worry about being no hit in back-to-back games now. The 1-0. Fastball misses above the letters, and it's 2-0. Burgess, 286 hitter, 12 home runs, 47 driven in. Has a chance to put Florence on top early. Lopez at second, Ewing at first, 2 away in the top of the first inning. Nicely comes to the ready. Delivers the 2-0. Fastball misses below the knees again, and it's 3-0. Burgess with a good eye there, not chasing.
You know, it's so amazing, Sam, when you look at Mr. Long's got about 10 home runs. He's the leader of the team now, and then you had Harrison and Gardner, both 9. And then, of course, you look at theirs, and you see, like, this guy's got 12 home runs.
3-0 nicely fires a fastball on the outside black, 3-1.
But as you describe them as they come to the plate, and you say, this guy's got 10 home runs, this guy's got 11 home runs, this guy's got 13 home runs. I mean, they all got quite a few home runs on this club.
Now, Florence, a very good power hitting team. They've now hit 71 on the season. 3-1 on Burgess, 2 on, 2 out. The pitch, runner takes off for third, and it's flown in the air to right center field. Gardner tracing back, the right fielder now just in front of the track. Reaches out and puts it away to retire the side. Nicely allows a hit and a walk, but strands to a board. And we'll go to the bottom half of the first. It's Florence nothing and Evansville coming to bat here on WUEV 91.5 FM, brought to you by Krookemeyer and Kahn.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Krookemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krookemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krookemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krookemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Krookemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krookemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krookemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krookemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Krookemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krookemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krookemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krookemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
We go to the bottom half of the first inning. Austin nicely allows 2 base runners, but works around any damage to leave Florence scoreless. Now in the bottom of the first inning, Mike Castellani goes to the mound for the Florence Freedom, making his 3rd start of the season. He's had 16 appearances overall, started the year as a reliever, 2-0 with a 2.39 ERA, the southpaw. This is how the Florence defense is going to line up behind him. Caden Burgess out in left, John Price Jr. in center, Ricky Ramirez Jr. in right. Jimmy Heck gets his 1st start of the series at 3rd base, Austin Wobrock at short, Caleb Lopez at 2nd, Jacob Wark at 1st, and Skylar Ewing is going to do the catching for Castellani. 6'4", 180 pounds, a real string bean out there on the mound, a Gumby type of pitcher. Fires kind of across his body.
The Florence team is wearing the same type of jerseys as they've won in this entire series.
Red across the chest, black sleeves with Freedom in white across the chest.
Right.
Now David Cronin leads it off. Castellani from the set with nobody on. His first pitch. Cronin shows bunt but takes upstairs 1-0. David, the leadoff man for the Otters, 2nd baseman, hitting .273 on the season. 1 home run, 24 driven in. Wearing high navy blue socks with a white uniform for the Otters. Castellani at the ready. His 1-0. Cronin takes a fastball at the belt over the plate, 1-1. The Otters have seen Castellani twice. It happened in succession. Or exactly about nearly a month apart. Here in Evansville, he pitched in a Florence 3-1 defeat, throwing a scoreless inning. The 1-1, Cronin shows bunt, drags it up the first base side. First baseman Wark fields, but he bobbles it and can't get it out. And he can't make the toss to the pitcher Castellani covering. It'll be an infield single for David Cronin on a perfectly dragged bunt base hit.
Yeah, when he first arrived here several months ago or several weeks ago, whatever, I remember I was impressed because that's how he led off his initial Ballsy Field exhibit by bunting a drag bunt, just like that, where the second baseman had to come in to field it.
Expertly done by Cronin, and he's a leadoff man for the Otters at first base. Ryan Long, now the hitter. Been tearing the cover off the ball lately, now the team leader in home runs. Another left-on-left matchup. Castellani's first pitch, Long shows bunt, the ball trickles away from Ewing. Cronin taking off for second. He's going to be in there with a headlong dive. Ewing can't get a throw off. Great heads-up base running from Cronin, being very aggressive. Able to take second on the wild pitch.
Yeah, he dirtied that uniform, too. Old Benny will have to work overtime tonight.
1-0 now on Long, a man in scoring position at second. Corners playing in on the grass, guarding against the bunt. Scoreless bottom half of the first inning. The 1-0 pitch, is chopped on the ground. Diving stop by the first baseman. Wark gets up, tosses underhand to the pitcher covering in time to get Long. What a backhand stop by Wark. Playing in on the grass, cut that ball off with a full extension dive. Cronin up to third, Long retired. And now it's Travis Harrison with 1 out and a man at third. Otters looking to get on the scoreboard.
You're describing one outstanding play the first baseman made, yet the best third baseman, one of the better third basemen in this league, Brandt, who has really hurt the Otters quite a bit, is not in the lineup today.
Harrison the hitter, Cronin at third, 1 away. Here's the first pitch. Travis takes a called strike on the inside corner, 0-1.
I say that because Mr. Harrison has been robbed by Mr. Brandt on 2 occasions in this series alone. Plus those outstanding. Remember going down and catching those foul balls way down the...
0-1. Harrison looks at a fastball outside, kind of staggered his feet towards it, and the count's even at 1. We're scoreless bottom half of the first inning, the finale of this 4-game set that included a doubleheader yesterday. Left side of the infield back, right side of the infield plays in for the Freedom. The 1-1. Travis takes a fastball downstairs, and it's 2-1. never really seen a half-shifted infield before, especially with the infield in.
I think the way we're playing, you're in the first inning. You shouldn't be playing. Let the run come in. One run doesn't mean anything.
Cronin at third, one away, bottom of the first. Otters looking to open their account. Castellani's set. He fires the pitch. Flown in the air to right center field. Pretty good carry. Price Jr. on his horse. The center fielder going back, but it's over the head of the right fielder Ramirez. It one hops up against the right field fence. It's an RBI double for Travis Harrison. Cronin scores, and it's 1-0 Otters. And the wind, which I look now at the flags in center, is howling left to right. That ball was hit to right center initially, but got blown so far away from Price that Ramirez nearly made that catch on the right field warning track.
Yeah, he was playing a little shallow, too. You mentioned how the second baseman and the first baseman was playing up on the grass. He was playing a little shallow there in right field. He got burned, and burned badly.
Harrison now at second with his 47th run driven in on the season. That leads the Otters. Now it's Jeff Gardner's turn. Left-on-left matchup. The first pitch. It's a fastball below the knees for ball one. Otters jump out quickly here, 1-0 on the Harrison RBI double, his 10th two-bagger of the season. Jeff, a .279 hitter, open stance from the left side. Castellani's 1-0. Fastball misses inside, pushes Gardner off the plate, 2-0.
Oh, we got some pretty good TV coverage down here today, Sam. We got the three different TV networks. Here we are, 14, 44, 25. They're all down there.
2-0 on Gardner. He's got 9 long balls on the season. The pitch. Another fastball, and again, it misses inside. Gardner turning away from the heater, and it's 3-0. Castellani having some trouble in the early going. Single, ground out, double. And now 3-0 on Gardner with the Otters already up a run here in the bottom of the first. Castellani peers in for the sign, comes ready. Serves up the 3-0. Gardner swings and chops it foul on the first base side. Got the green light, and it's 3 balls and a strike.
Well, I repeat myself many times. How many hits have you seen from an Otter player that had a 3-0 count?
Now 3-1 on Gardner. Harrison at second, being shadowed by the shortstop Wobra. Castellani ready. Deals the 3-1. Gardner checks his swing on a fastball inside. Takes it for ball 4. Was tied up a little, but holds off on the attempt and draws the walk. Runners at first and second now for Brant Whiting.
Number 32, the designated hitter, Brant Whiting.
Whiting getting the day off from the rigors of catching is the DH tonight. Harrison out at second, Gardner at first, wind still blowing hard left to right across the diamond. Whiting, another left-handed batter. Harrison takes his lead, the first pitch to Whiting. Castellani tries for the inside corner but can't get the call, just off the black, and it's 1-0 on Brant.
Mr. Harrison's playing footsie out there at second base, trying to get a throw or whatever.
Harrison leads the team with 13 stolen bags. Gardner at first, the 1-0. Whiting swings and grounds it foul up the first base line, count even at 1. It's 1-0 Evansville, bottom of the first inning. Still just 1 man out and 2 men on at first base and second. Brant Whiting at the plate, who after an absolute torrid start to his Otters career has come back down to earth, now hitting .268 on the season. 1 home run, 7 driven in, 7 doubles as well. Quiet in the box. Now the pitch. Whiting takes down and away, moves back ahead in the count now, 2-1. Center fielder Price playing and Whiting to pull a little bit here. Left fielder Burgess straight away. Runners take their leads from first and second. The 2-1 pitch. Whiting a little jam shot out to second base, a pop-up. Infield fly rule is called. Lopez can't make the catch. but that doesn't matter since it's an infield fly. Whiting automatically out. Harrison stays at second, Gardner at first, and there's 2 away.
You know, that might have been a play that he was hoping that the runners would advance because he dropped the ball. Now, whether he purposely dropped it or not, but I've known in the past where players have deliberately dropped the ball because it is an automatic infield fly. But when the runner on base sees that he immediately runs, you got a dead duck there.
Now with 2 away, it'll be up to Mike Rizzatello. Harrison at second, Gardner at first. Here's the pitch. Mike takes a called strike on the outside, Black 0-1. 1-0 Evansville, bottom of the first inning on the Travis Harrison RBI double. Now it's Rizzatello, the hitter. Catcher hitting .223 on the season, a home run, 15 driven in. Left on right matchup, the 0-1. Fastball in basically the same spot, called strike 2 on Rizzatello, a little bit down. But Castellani gets the call, and it's 0-2.
Mike seems to have so many types of positions where he's always 2 strikes and no balls on him.
Mike rests the bat on his shoulder. Castellani ready. Rears back and fires the 0-2. Fastball tails away and a little bit low. Mike gets one back. It's 1-2. Otters at the very least making Castellani work very hard here in the first. Up to 21 pitches here in the frame, 10 strikes, 11 balls. One-two pitch. Chopped on the ground to third. Short hop pick attempt by Heck, but he can't field it. But he's got Harrison caught, not to the bag yet. The ball at Heck's feet. He takes it to the third base bag for the force out to retire the side. We'll go to the second. Otters on top early. It's 1-0 Evansville here on WUEV 91.5 FM. Brought to you by Krukemeyer and Kahn.
Hi, this is Joe Townsend from JMT Restoration. We are proud to be a sponsor of the 2016 Frontier Champion Evansville Otters. If you ever have a mold or water restoration issue in your home or business, give us a call at 812-205-5384. JMT Restoration Service, where professional work meets affordable pricing. Remember, go Otters!
The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local Chapter 16, would like to take time to say, Go Otters! The IBEW Local 16's jurisdiction includes 13 counties in southwestern Indiana, as well as Wabash County in Illinois. Its members are divided into several categories of electrical work, including inside construction, maintenance electric, residential wiring, and sign classifications. More information on IBEW Local 16 can be found online at IBEW16.net.
The Tri-State Area Marathon service stations are proud supporters of the Evansville Otters. Marathon has over 5,100 Marathon-branded stations nationwide, and a full list of area Marathon stations and a list of daily gas prices are available online at myMarathonStation.com. Marathon provides products which support commercial, industrial, and retail operations. Marathon's slogan is Fueling the American Spirit.
Go to the top half of the second inning. It's Evansville 1 and Florence nothing after an inning of play. Travis Harrison with an RBI double snapped a pretty rough streak for him. He had been over 17, but with a nice double there, hopefully getting him back on track to be the run producer the Otters know and love him to be. Leading it off here for the Florence Freedom is Jordan Brower, the DH. 6, 7, and 8 in the Freedom order here up against Austin nicely. Allowed 2 base runners, but got out of the jam in the first. First pitch to Brower, is a fastball inside for ball 1. Work due up third in the inning. Brower leading it off. 1 ball, no strikes on him. And left-handed batter, 305 average. The 1-0. Fastball high and tight again, and it's 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. Brower taking all the way, sees a fastball over the outside edge, 2-1. Two 1 pitch. Same pitch, same result. Nicely paints the black with a fastball. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes on Brower. 7 home runs, 39 driven in. Leading off the top of the second, Otters up by 1. The pitch. Slider just off the outside corner. Nicely can't garner the call, and the count's full 3-2.
Yeah, that's how many batters has Nicely had with 3 balls? At least 3 now.
At least 3 now, correct. Yeah. Payoff pitch. Shot foul by Brower on the left-hand side, and the count stays full.
You know, that breeze, that flag is really flirting out there, and I'm looking at the umbrellas on the Bud Light Lime patio, and they are...
Payoff pitch. Downstairs, ball 4. The second walk issued by Nicely here in the first 2 frames. And Brower jogs on down to first. A leadoff base runner for the Florence Freedom here in the top of the second. That brings up John Price Jr. Brower over at first. Nobody out. Top of the second inning. It's 1-0 Evansville. Nicely back to the stretch. Comes set. Stares at the runner at first. Now comes home. Price shows bunt, but takes it back. The fastball too low for ball 1.
Well, Florence isn't taking any chance of hitting away. They want that run to make up. They haven't been scoring too many runs in this series.
1-0 pitch. Price Jr. swings away and lines it foul on the right field side. 1-1.
How many times have we said something and whatever it is, the next play is contradictory to what we said?
Otters 1, Florence 0, top of the second inning. Brower over at first. He's stolen 5 bases in 5 tries. Harrison holds him on there. Left on right matchup at the plate. Nicely deals the 1-1. Price Jr. shows bunt, gets it down, back to the mound. Nicely off of the bump, fields and throws to first. In time to get Price for the first out of the inning. The sacrifice successful with Brower up to second base.
I don't know if you noticed Rizzatello telling Nicely where to throw it. He was pointing to first base. That's exactly what the catcher should be doing, alerting the pitcher where to throw, and he did. Good job, Mike.
Now with 1 away, here's Jacob Wark in the starting lineup here in this ball game. 272 on the season. Big left-handed stick.
You know, I don't know why this guy didn't play last night either.
First pitch. Swings away and pops it in the air. Foul ground, third base side. Hilson hustling over towards it, but it's going to land on top of the roof for strike 1. Wark only started 1 of the 2 games of the doubleheader. Going 0 for 3.
Yeah, but he came in the first game when Ewing got thrown out, and all of a sudden, his first at bat, he lined one to right field. And I think he's making good contact. He put one up against the fence the other day, too.
0-1 on Wark, a 272 hitter. 6 long balls, 34 driven in. Nicely deals the 0-1. Fastball called, strike 2, zips in over the outside corner. Austin without a strikeout to his name yet. Florence knows a thing or two about getting to Austin nicely, although he only allowed 4 runs in his start against the Freedom when he faced them earlier this season back on June 19th. The pitch, swung on and missed. Wark chases the slider down and away. First punch out of the game for Nicely, and a big second out.
There again, you make a statement, and right after that, whatever you said, the opposite is true.
When Nicely faced the Freedom on June 19th, he wins 6 innings, only allowing 4 runs, but gave up a season-high 12 hits on 3 punch-outs. Was the benefactor or beneficiary of quite a few double play balls. Now with 2 away, here's Jimmy Heck getting his first at-bat of the series. Right-handed swinger. Out at second is Brower. Otters lead 1-0. The pitch. Cut on and missed. Heck can't touch the fastball, and it's 0-1.
You notice on that swing, he didn't break his wrist at all. He just continued a long, full-arm swing. No breaking of the wrist whatsoever.
0-1 on Heck, hitting .269 this season. Nicely's 0-1. Popped in the air, foul ground out of play, first base side.
Same on that swing, and I say break the wrist. I should say, I guess, turning his wrist over. That's what drives the ball. When you turn your wrist over, boom, the ball jumps off your bat.
How you create backspin. 0-2 on Heck, 2 outs. Man out at second. Otters lead 1-0 in the second. The 0-2 pitch. Fastball just off the outside corner. Nicely pumped it in, but no call, and the count's 1-2. And I'm not sure if you've noticed, if you've looked at the scoreboard in the past couple of minutes, if you can tell what's kind of a miss.
Well, I can't read the scoreboard in the sun.
Well, specifically where Florence's name should be, it's not there.
Well, it says
the 1-2 down in the dirt, 2-2. Heck lays off.
It says Heck. I don't understand you. Got him up there 269.
No, the actual scoreboard where the line score is. Underneath all that.
Well, again, I could hardly read it. A lot of the lights.
Well, the sign that is supposed to say Florence.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're hanging. Yes,
is hanging by a thread.
Oh, okay. Yes.
The 2-2. Fastball misses outside. Count full on Heck. Top of the order, Austin Wobrock on deck. It's a 1-0 game, top of the second. Otters with an early 1-0 advantage.
I'll tell you, ladies and gentlemen, out there in Otterville, this guy misses nothing. You got the eyes of a hawk.
3-2 on Heck. Brower out at second, nicely ready. Payoff pitch. Popped foul back behind home. We'll do it again.
That overhead foul ball brought to you by Hess Construction. Choose the best and never return.
I didn't notice if the wind knocked that out of place or how that happened, but I haven't seen that this season.
No, I haven't either, unless the bolt or the hook or whatever is holding it fell. I have no idea. Our PA announcer just informed us of what's going on.
Payoff pitch outside, barely. Heck with a keen eye lays off. The third walk issued by Nicely. And the lineup turns over here with Brower still out at second and Austin Wobrock, the leadoff man, stepping in.
Well, you know, I see a person underneath the scoreboard looking up. I wonder if they're decided to climb up and correct that problem. He's got a white shirt on. I can't make out who it is, but someone's out there. You called the attention to maintenance.
Wobrock, the hitter, bounced back to the mound his first time up. Left on left matchup. Here it comes. Swings and hits it on the ground. Back to Nicely. A behind the back stab. Gets the ground ball. He throws over to first. What a no-look play there by Austin Nicely, fielding his position. And that ends the frame. We'll go to the bottom half of the second. It's Evansville 1 and Florence nothing on WUEV 91.5 FM. Brought to you by Krukemeyer and Kahn.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Krukemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krukemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krukemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krukemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Krukemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krukemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krukemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krukemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Krookemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krookemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krookemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krookemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
Proud supporter of the Evansville Otters.
Zach Wells is going to lead it off for Evansville, and wouldn't you know it, somebody went up for the ladder and fixed the scoreboard problem.
Who says no one listens to our programs? One of the grounds crew climbed that ladder, adjusted that Florence sign, and now we're back in baseball.
First pitch to Zach Wells is a called strike from Castellani, and it's 0-1. It's 1-0 Evansville as we begin the bottom half of the second inning. Wells will lead it off for the Otters. Right-handed batter, Castellani, the lefty, comes set. Is 0-1. Fires a fastball upstairs, and the count's even at 1. 7, 8, and 9 in the Otters order. Wells, the center fielder at the plate, a .213 hitter. 3 home runs, 15 driven in. Castellani's 1-1. Popped in the air towards the Otters dugout. First baseman Work giving chase. That ball's going to land on top of the Bosse Field roof for strike 2.
Brought to you by Hess Construction. Choose the best and never regret it.
One and 2 on Wells. Here it comes. Fastball high and away, 2-2. And Bill with the good eyes there, noticing one of the two men out there changing the sign and fixing it out there was none other than the owner of the Evansville Otters, Bill Bussing.
Yes, sir. Mr. Bussing, he loves this field, I'll tell you that.
2-2 on Zach. Here it comes. Called strike 3, delayed there on Wells from Danny Walker. But Zach rung up looking to open up the second inning, the first punch out for Castellani.
You know, people, Sam, don't realize what it takes to run a minor league operation like this. You know, you worry about the field, the lights, the attendance, the seating, the roof, the personnel. It's not an easy job to run an organization.
Now J.J. Gould, 1 out, nobody on. Here's the first pitch. Swings away and skies it in the air, right field side of the diamond. Second baseman Lopez tracking after it, but the right fielder Ramirez in and towards the line, makes the catch in front of him for the second out of the inning. Two quick outs here for Castellani in the second. That brings up the 9-hole hitter Taylor Helson. Taylor getting his first start in a little while, hitting .208 on the season. 1 double, 3 driven in. It's 1-0 Evansville, bottom of the second. The pitch, fastball, the one that Wells looked like he got called out on, is missed outside. 1-0 on Hilson.
You know, we're talking about maintenance of fields and whatever. It reminds me of 1969.
1-0 pitch. Hilson takes down and in. 2 balls and no strikes.
The Kansas City Royals, who I was working for at that time, we had Corning, New York in the New York Penn League. And I tell you what, as one of the coaches up there, I'd be on the tractor doing the leveling the field. And
the pitch. Hilson takes a called strike on the outside corner, bell tie.
And then right down the road was Elmira, New York, and that was our AA club. And we had the field man down there, and he wouldn't let you near that field.
2-1 on Hilson, 2 outs, nobody on. The pitch rolled on the ground out to short. Shortstop Woverock charges, gobbles it up. Threw to first a touch high, but Work keeps a toe on the bag to retire Hilson and end the inning. We'll go to the third. It's Evansville 1 and Florence 0 here on WUEV 91.5 FM, brought to you by Krookemeyer and Kahn.
Since 1994, Slay's Restoration has been assisting tri-state residents clean up and restore their properties after disasters of all kinds. Located at 2121 Cotter Avenue in Evansville, Slay's Restoration offers assistance for water damage, fire and smoke damage, mold and biohazard mitigation, complete reconstruction, and much more. Slay's Restoration can be reached toll-free 24 hours a day at 1-888-776-8555. It can also be found online at slaysrestoration.com.
The Evansville Otters would like to thank Sinorama Evansville for their support this season. Sinorama Evansville is a multi-application supplier of custom-made signs, banners, and decals in the tri-state. Located at 1300 North Royal Avenue in Evansville, Sinorama is open 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. They can be reached by phone at 812-477-7763 and can be found online at sinorama.com/in-Evansville. Sinorama Evansville, a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball.
SRG Global, a Guardian company, would like to wish the Evansville Otters the best of luck in today's contest. Founded in 1932, SRG Global is one of the world's largest manufacturers of chrome-plated plastic parts for the automotive, commercial truck, and household appliance industry. Located locally at 601 North Congress Avenue in Evansville, SRG Global can be found online at srgglobal.com. They can also be reached in Evansville by phone at 812-477-6151.
Top half of the third inning we go. It's Evansville 1 and Florence 0. And hey, Otters fans, whether you're searching for an exquisite diamond engagement ring, diamond anniversary band, dazzling earrings, or gorgeous diamond bracelet, Krukemeyer & Kahn is the place for extraordinary value and a pleasurable experience. Krukemeyer & Kahn, a supporter of Evansville Otters baseball. To begin the top half of the third inning, Caleb Lopez is going to lead it off for the Freedom. Austin Nicely with a nice play himself to end the second. And his first pitch to Lopez. Swings and flares it out to shallow right field. Gardner coming on and will make the catch. Running in towards the diamond. Good read, and he puts it away to retire Lopez for the first time today.
Yeah, you want to keep him off the bases.
Number 44, catcher Skylar Ewing.
Now it's Skylar Ewing, always good to face him with nobody on base. One away, top of the third. Otters leading 1-0. Ewing walked his first time up. Just one hit in the series. That was the triple back on Friday. Nicely's first pitch. Misses down and away, 1-0.
Although one of those outs was a shot way out there in deep center field.
Nicely's 1-0 offering. Ewing takes down and in, and Nicely falls behind 2-0.
Yeah, Hunter Cullen made a beautiful catch on that ball that Ewing hit in one of the previous games.
The 2-0 pitch. Nicely authors a strike on the outside corner, just able to glance the edge. 2-1 on Ewing. 1-0 Otters, top of the third. One man gone, and Ewing, the right-handed hitting catcher at the plate. The pitch. Fastball called strike 2 on the outside edge. Nicely doubles up with the fastball away, and the count's even.
You know, it seems strange, Sam, that Ewing is a catcher, and yet he doesn't seem to have a good knowledge of the strike zone.
The 2-2. Curveball down and in on his back foot. He leaves it there, and the count's full 3-2.
He takes too many pitches, and I'm talking about too many strikes.
Payoff pitch. Chopped on the ground to short. Gould waits back for the third. Hop gobbles it up, throws over to first. In time to throw out Skylar Ewing for the second out of the frame.
Number 10, right fielder Ricky Ramirez Jr.
I'll bring up the cleanup man, Ricky Ramirez Jr. Flew out to center his first time up, but it was an absolute screamer right at Wells.
Yes, it was.
Nicely ready and rearing to go on the bump. Ramirez yet to dig in.
Yet the score is 1-0 in favor of the Otters, and it was my opinion of his playing too shallow.
First pitch to Ramirez turns him out of the way for ball 1.
Allow the run to score. You know, when you're playing in Bossy Field here, you got to take a few extra feet backwards.
1-0 from Nicely. Fastball on the outside corner, 1-1. 2 outs, nobody on for Ramirez. Now mired in a 2-for-19 slump. Was 1 for 7 yesterday, a hit on Friday as well. The pitch swings away and slashes it back into the net, 1-2. Austin with 1 strikeout thus far, 3 walks, and just 1 hit allowed. He's got Ramirez in the hole here, 1-2. Right fielder takes his time, stares at his lumber, now checks back into the box. Nicely covers his face with his glove. Now lowers it, he gets the sign, the 1-2 pitch. Outside, that missed. And the count even on Ramirez, 2-2. Evansville looking to take this series 3 out of 4. Avoid the stalemate. The 2-2 pitch swung on and missed. Ramirez down to 1 knee in the box. Screws himself into the earth. Nicely rings him up. The second punch out of the game. We'll go to the bottom half of the frame. It's Evansville 1 and Florence nothing here on WUEV 91.5 FM. Brought to you by Krookemeyer and Kahn.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Krookemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krookemeyer and Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krookemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krookemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Krookemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krookemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krookemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krookemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Krookemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krookemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krookemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krookemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
The bottom half of the third inning, it'll be the top of the order for Evansville, currently sporting a 1-0 lead over the Florence Freedom in the finale of this 4-game set. Alongside Bill McHugh, I'm Sam Jelinek bringing you the action during the 4th and final game of the series. Otters have taken 2 out of the first 3, now looking for 3 out of 4 to win the series against their Western Division foe.
And yet, batting now is Mr. Cronin, who scored the only run we've seen.
First pitch to Cronin. Castellani fires a fastball over the outside edge for strike 1.
The Otters have only 2 hits, and Mr. Cronin's got 1, and he was driven in by Mr. Harrison's double. So they're the only 2 hits. Fortunately, they come together, and we've got a run.
Left on left matchup, the pitch. Fastball able to tickle the outside corner, and it's 0-2. Castellani has settled in since allowing that run in the first. Now retired 5 in a row. And now ahead 0-2 on Cronin. 1 strikeout, 1 walk allowed for Castellani, 2 hits and 1 run. From the stretch with nobody on is 0-2. Down and away, Cronin lays off a ball and 2 strikes.
Well, I noticed that Mr. Ramirez out there in right field is playing a little deeper now.
Guess he got the memo.
Yeah, and the left fielder's playing a little shallow, and the center fielder's shallow.
1-2 pitch. Lined right to the first baseman, Jacob Wark, down into a crouch. He spears it for the first out of the frame. An atom ball. Cronin with a hard walk, the first out of the third. Now it's Ryan Long's turn to hit. Was robbed of a potential base hit by Wark his first time up with a diving stop by the first baseman. Now hitting here with nobody on, 1 out. Otters on top, 1-0. First pitch of the AB. Misses outside, 1-0. Castellani now has retired 6 in a row after getting Cronin to line out hard. Long, a .286 hitter, 10 home runs, 42 driven in. He's hit 3 home runs in his past 10 games as well.
He's hot.
1-0 pitch. Slider misses just below the knees, and Long ahead in the count, 2-0. Ryan homered in the second game of the doubleheader yesterday. Had an RBI single in the first game of the Twin Bill as well. Now here ahead in the count, 2 balls, no strikes. Castellani's pitch. Long with a big rip, pops it up straight behind home plate. But that's going to land right on top of our heads.
My God. I tell you what, you want to check my pacemaker?
Thankfully, we don't have a sunroof in here.
Oh, boy.
2-1 on Long, 1 out, nobody on. Ryan, a .308 hitter over his past 10 games. 2-1 pitch. Stroked in the air to deep right center field. Ramirez going back at the track, at the wall. He jumps, it's gone! Into the Bud Light Line patio for the second straight day. Ryan Long with his 11th home run of the season, and it's 2-0 Otters.
Brandel, Texas is hot today. Hey, way to go. And I was the one that said we haven't had many home runs hitting the patio, the Bud Light patio lately, and Mr. Long hits 2. He must have been hearing me.
Number 17, the first baseman, Travis Harrison.
RBI number 43 on the season for Ryan, and the Otters are on top now, 2-0. Here's Travis Harrison. He doubled to right center his first time up, driving in David Cronin. First pitch from Castellani. Harrison swings and misses for strike 1. We've got some action down in the ballpark already for Florence.
Yeah.
Castellani, not normally a starter. This is only his 3rd of the season.
You know, I hope that there's some affiliated scouts, whether it's the Cubs, the Cardinals, the Reds, or whoever. I hope they're watching the Frontier League here and looking at that Ryan Long, because I think he's a prospect.
First pitch, or 0-1 to Harrison, rather, grounded up the middle and through for a single. Travis, after being 0 for 17, now 2 for 2 today. A double, a single. He's halfway home to the cycle with just the 2 hardest parts remaining. Able to roll it through just beyond the second base bag. Harrison with a clean knock. 2 for 2. He's at first, and now Jeff Gardner walked his first time up. Jeff saw 4 fastballs all inside his first time up to draw the free pass. Now the first pitch swings away and chops it foul into the Otters bullpen. 0-1.
You know, Sam, I'm wondering, the more I think of it, you said Mr. Long's got 4 home runs now in the last
10 games.
10 games, and I wonder if his mother's shipping those cookies to him, and that's what's giving him the Superman strength.
The 0-1 to Gardner. Tight slider, but it misses off the outside corner. 1-1.
Whatever he's drinking, it's working.
Otters lead now 2-0 on the Long solo home run. Travis Harrison at first, 1 away, bottom of the 3rd inning. Jeff Gardner the batter, and before the next 1-1, throw over to first. Harrison back in safely, and still 1 out. Middle infield at a modified double play depth. Shortstop Wobrock shades up the middle. Second baseman Lopez at his normal depth. The pitch. Gardner again grounds it foul on the first base side. Down in the count here, 1-2. 1-2 on Gardner. Harrison a short lead from first. Castellani set at the belt. Offers the 1-2. Flown in the air to right field, not all that deep. Ramirez was playing back already. He takes a few steps more backwards, gets under it, makes the catch. Fires back into second. Harrison had bluffed a tag. And Gardner's the second out of the inning.
Number 32, the designated hitter, Frank Whiting.
Now with 2 away, Harrison still aboard at first. It's Brant Whiting's turn. Popped out to second his first time up, an infield fly. Outfield plays him to pull. Castellani's first pitch. Brant swings and hits it foul on the first base side, up against the sidewall, 0-1. Otters have now shut out the Freedom for the past 9 innings overall, allowing just 1 hit in that time frame as well.
Yeah, that's right. It was 7 innings yesterday and 2 today. You're right.
The 0-1. Whiting swings again and chops it off his feet. Dribbles down the first base side, 0-2. Harrison takes his lead. Second baseman Lopez just onto the outfield grass. Castellani set. Brings the 0-2, and it's inside. That pitch was tight.
Looked good, in my opinion.
No call from Danny Walker. Castellani had already taken about 5 steps towards his home dugout, or his visiting team dugout, excuse me. 1-2 on Whiting. The pitch, runner goes, and Brant chops it on the ground to the first baseman, Wark, just off the bag. Blocks it with his chest and brings it over to first to retire Whiting, the final out of the inning. We'll go to the 4th. Otters now on top 2-0 on the long home run. You're listening to Evansville Otters baseball here on WUEV 91.5 FM, brought to you by Krukemeyer and Kahn.
GD Ritzy's is a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball. GD Ritzy's menu features hamburgers, grilled chicken sandwiches, old-fashioned peanut butter and jelly, and ice cream. With 3 Evansville locations: west at 4810 University Drive, on the north side at 4320 North 1st Avenue, and on the east side at 601 North Green River Road. GD Ritzy's is open from 10 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. Sunday through Thursday, and 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. on Friday and Saturday. GD Ritzy's, a proud supporter of the Evansville Otters.
The Pizza Brick Road always goes to Tyroni's. I'm in the mood for pizza and I'm ready to go. The Pizza Brick Road goes to Tyroni's. So follow me down the Pizza Brick Road. Road down to Tyroni's. The Pizza Brick Road. The Pizza Brick Road always goes to Tyroni's.
Left on left matchup. Here it comes. Swings and hits it on the ground. Back to nicely. A behind the back stab. Gets the ground ball. He throws over to first. What a no-look play there by Austin Nicely, fielding his position.
You're listening to exclusive coverage of Evansville Otters baseball on 91.5 FM WUEV Evansville.
Da-da-da, da-da-da.
Austin Nicely with some fancy footwork and glove work on the mound.
I'll tell you what,
fielding his position today.
I don't know what he had in the other pocket, but he certainly, that was some play. He didn't even know he had it. He just turned his back and the glove and the ball went in there. But whatever, it was a great play for the Otters.
Gavin Burgess leads it off for the Freedom. Right-handed batter flew out to right his first time up. Now the first pitch to him, a little flare into shallow left field. Gould going out, well, or Long coming in, but neither of them is going to have a play. Left fielder Long picks it up in shallow center and hucks it back on in. Gavin Burgess with a leadoff single on one pitch, which is a jam shot into shallow left. Second hit of the game for the Freedom.
Mr. Bauer, how many, he's got what, 7 home runs?
Yeah, Brower's got 7 home runs, 39 driven in.
Yeah.
Burgess over at first, 4 for 8 in stolen bases.
Well, you got one of the best arms in the Frontier League in that Rizzitello, the catcher. I mean, he's got a quick release and a very accurate, strong arm.
First pitch to Brower was a strike on the outside corner, 0-1.
If I was managed against the Otters and he's catching, I wouldn't attempt to steal.
Brower walked his first time up. The 0-1. Down in the dirt, blocked by Rizzitello. Grabs it with a bare hand right in front of him. And Burge is forced to hold serve at first.
How many balls have you seen Mike Rizzitello block so far? I don't mean today. I'm talking about in all the games he's caught.
Oh, a lot.
Yeah.
Nicely holding on the mound. Now the 1-1. Starts a fastball on the outside black, rears back and just drills the outside corner. It's 1-2 on Brower. Burgess over at first. It's 2-0 Otters, top of the fourth inning. Looking to take 3 out of 4 from Florence here at Bosse Field. 1-2 pitch. Foul tipped at the plate off of Rizzitello. Bounds away from him, and the count will stay 1-2 on Brower.
I'll tell you, that manager don't give many signs. I wonder if they stay on their own. It looks like he's going to go.
Nicely holding at the belt, stares down the runner, the 1-2. Down in the dirt, Rizzitello blocks it with his chest. Burgess holds on to first, and the count even at 2. Nicely trying to speed the game up a little bit, but Florence hitters aren't really having anything of it. They're stepping out, readjusting the batting gloves, wiping the sweat off their brow, trying to slow down the pace. Nicely ready. Fires home the 2-2. Hit hard on the ground, just foul down the third baseline on the wrong side of the bag.
Yeah, he slapped at that one and nearly had himself a double.
Instead, the count will stay 2-2.
You know, during the sun, when the sun is shining, Sam, it's nearly impossible to read that scoreboard with those lights.
Yeah, that's an accurate statement. Burgess still at first, 2-2 on Brower. Nicely rocks and deals the pitch. Misses down and in near the back foot of Brower. He picks it up out of the way, and the count's full 3-2. Burgess at first, nobody out, top of the fourth inning.
All the manager did was raise his hand, give 2 fists, and, you know, like, that's it. He'll see what happens. I don't think he'd be stealing. I don't think that was a sign, but we'll see.
Nicely set at the belt. The payoff pitch, runner goes, and it's popped foul on the left side by Brower, out of play. Burgess a little bit of a delayed jump there. Looked like a pretty strong hit and run.
Yep, there's the same there. Raised his hands at 2 fists. Oh, now see, now he's talking. He just gave the left-hand thrower. That's like in high school. Go ahead, steal.
Nicely ready at the belt. Checks the runner, now twirls home the 3-2 pitch. Runner goes again, hit on one hop to Gould at short. He fields, throws to second for Cronin. Back to first, just late. Travis Harrison ruled off the base, says the field umpire, Jim Shaley. Andy McCauley is out to argue. He's going to want an appeal to the home plate umpire, Danny Walker. The Otters just got real lucky that bouncing ball off the bat went off the bat of Brower, went right to Gould at short, who was going to cover the second base bag. He could then just flip to Cronin for the out, then threw on to first. Was a little high and wide. Harrison stretched, and field umpire Jim Shaley said he brought his foot off the bag. And it'll go down as a fielder's choice for now.
JJ should have taken that play himself instead of flipping it to Cronin. He should have came across, took the 2 steps, hit the bag, and then unloaded. But again, Monday morning quarterback.
Otters won't get an appeal there.
Number 3, center
So
fielder.
Brower aboard at first. He swaps places with Burgess. Now it's John Price Jr. laid down a sacrifice bunt his first time up. Right-handed swinger, nicely. The southpaw out on the bump, comes ready. Uncorks the first pitch. Chopped foul at the plate off the chest of Price. 0-1.
You know, I wonder if we're going to have a new pitcher come the bottom half of this inning. That guy's still warming up out there.
Florence with the righty warming up the pen for the past inning or so. Nicely waiting. Now the 0-1. Misses down and away. Price lays off 1-1. Brower over at first, 1 out, top of the 4th. Evansville 2 and Florence nothing. Nicely the leg kick, the pitch. Fastball called, strike 2 underneath the arms of Price. Lifted them out of the way, but a called strike 2 and the count's even. Brower takes his lead, nicely ready. Here's the 2-2. Ripped foul down the third base side. Price went down and got a curveball, but can't keep it fair. Count remains 2-2.
And some young boy just got a baseball, that ball that stayed in the field, and the gentleman down there in the bullpen just gave it to some kid. I tell you what, he's having a great time with it.
The 2-2 again. Fastball high. Price checks his swing. They appeal out to second. No swing, says Jim Shaley. And the count's full 3-2 on Price.
Well, we've seen the last inning, or last batter, the runner on first was running. We'll see if that is.
Otters up 2-0, top of the 4th. Nicely set. Looks over at first, still looking, and finally time called at the plate. Price steps out, will hit the reset button. Wind whipping left to right across the diamond. It's 2-0 Evansville, top of the 4th from Bosse Field. Otters looking to win their 3rd out of 4 tries against the Florence Freedom. Payoff pitch, runner stays put, and it's inside. That was supposed to be the payoff pitch, I thought at least.
I know.
That's what I had it as.
Yeah, no. Hey, listen, the umpires make mistakes.
So the count full now, 3-2.
Now we'll see if he runs.
It's been a long weekend for everybody.
I know.
Payoff pitch, runner goes, and it's lined into left field for a base hit. Even with Brower running, he'll have to stay at second with Long fielding that on a couple of hops and getting it back in. It's a clean single for John Price Jr.
Well, Brower just trotted into second base. There was no way of him circling that base and then, attempting to get the left fielder to throw it to third. He just trotted in. And if you notice, Price just trotted down first. So they're conceding. Well, it's a base hit. We're just moving up 1 run or one base. This guy I fear. I'll tell you what. I don't like this guy. To me is a threat.
Jacob Wark, the hitter, left-handed swinger. The first pitch bounces it foul up the first base sign and shatters his bat. Handle with a good snap, and it'll go grab a new piece of wood. It's 2-0 Evansville, top of the 4th inning. Runners at first and second for the second time today for the Freedom. The Otters fling into a 2-0 advantage. Jacob Wark at the plate, who struck out swinging his first time up.
He looked.
Middle infield looking to roll two to end the threat. 0-1 pitch. Called strike two on the outside corner just below the knees. Nicely gets one there, and it's 0-2.
Everything's quiet. You could hear the pin drop.
Oh, 2 pitch. Curveball down and away. Nice block by Rizzatello. He smothers it. Runners stay put, 1-2. Yeah, it is a far cry from the crowds we saw yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ork was 0 for 3 in that doubleheader on Saturday. Still sporting a solid average of 272. Nicely looks back to the runner. The next pitch, swung on and missed. Fired a fastball down and in. Ork swings through it. Second or third punch out of the game for Nicely. And a huge second out with Jimmy Heck, the 9-hole hitter, coming up. Runner still at first and second, 2 outs, top of the fourth. Otters lead it 2-0. They're going to take their second straight game for the Freedom and take 3 out of 4 here on the weekend. The first pitch to Heck, he swings and misses, had designs on possibly giving the Freedom the lead, but comes up empty, 0-1.
I'll tell you what, this guy's got a very poor swing insofar as he's full arm extension, don't turn the wrists over, and it's a bad swing. He's an easy out.
Heck hitting 269 on the season.
He's no power. How many home runs they got? None.
Nil.
He's not going to have many.
Heck steps out of the box, calls time. Otters leading 2-0. Still in the first half of this game, top of the fourth. Freedom threatening, though, with runners at first and second, 2 away. Jimmy Heck, the hitter, he walked his first time up. Here's the pitch. Fastball bites the outside corner. Called strike 2 on Heck. Nicely, quickly ahead, 0-2. Brower at second. Price Jr. at first. Now the 0-2 pitch. Fastball nicely tried for that outside corner again, but a few inches off this time, and it's 1-2.
Real quick, Sam, I used to bat like this young man until someone that had experience told me what I was doing wrong. Went home, broke my mother's broom, started swinging, turning my wrists over. I then became a hitter.
1-2 on Heck. Nicely looking for back-to-back Ks to get out of the jam. The pitch. Fastball upstairs. Heck thought about chasing. And
what's happening?
And now time is called. I think home plate umpire Danny Walker is going to consult with Jim Shelley. They think that possibly that was foul tipped into the glove of Rizzatello on the check swing from Heck. I didn't notice anything.
I don't know, but how could, if the umpire behind the plate didn't hear it, how can the umpire that's, 70, 80 feet away hear it?
Possibly he might have seen it, and there's going to be no call, and I think rightfully so.
No.
Count even on Heck now, 2-2. Still 2 men on, 2 men out. Top of the fourth inning, Otters leading by 2 runs. Nicely from the stretch. Comes set at the belt. Roxon delivers the 2-2. Down and away, just barely. Nicely misses the zone, and the count's full, 3-2.
How many batters have had 3 balls on them from Nicely?
6 or 7.
Yeah. That's too many.
Nicely's pitch count now up to 78 here in the top of the fourth inning.
I was going to say 80. 78.
Payoff pitch. popped in the air, foul out of play, right side. We'll do the 3-2 again. Runners go back to their bases. They got the head start with 2 away.
Well, the guy that was down the bullpen warming up is finished. So, be interesting to see it. We have a new pitcher for the Freedom.
Count still full on Heck, the 9-hole hitter. Otters lead it 2-0, top of the 4th. 2 out, 2 on, and a 3-2 count on Heck. Payoff delivery. Fouled back to the screen. Heck stays alive. That was pitch number 7 in the at-bat.
This guy played with St. Paul again. There's so many ball players that played with St. Paul in that.
The American Association.
American Association, yeah.
The 3-2 again. Popped in the air, shallow right field. Gardner going to his left. He's got a beat on it and puts it away, going towards the line for the final out of the inning. Austin nicely works around some trouble and strands to a board. We'll go to the bottom half of the 4th. It's Evansville 2 and Florence nothing here on WUEV 91.5 FM, brought to you by Krookemeyer and Kahn.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Krookemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krookemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krookemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krookemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Krookemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krookemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krookemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krookemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Krookemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krookemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krookemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krookemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
Over from Mike Castellani. Castellani, your reliever, Preston is starting duties. Goes 3 innings, giving up 4 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 1 walk and 1 strikeout. Martin, the new arm, 6'5", 220 pounds. Most recently played in the American Association with the Laredo Lemurs, a now defunct American Association team, I believe.
Leading off for Evansville, number 27, the catcher, Mike Rizzatello.
Now Laredo went under back in 2016. Martin, the big ready on to face Mike Rizzatello here in the bottom of the 4th. Otters lead 1-0. The first pitch. Rizzatello swings and lines it in the air to center. Price tracing back a few steps. The center fielder puts up his glove to haul it in and retire Rizzatello. 1 away on 1 pitch here to begin the bottom of the 4th.
Number 24, the center fielder, Zach Wells.
Now it's Zach Wells. He struck out looking his last time up. The only punch out that Castellani registered on the day. He'll be in line for the loss if the Freedom can't come back to at least tie the score, if not take the lead. Martin from the stretch with nobody on comes set. High leg kick, the pitch. Fastball down and away, 1-0.
Seems like we lost the sun out there, didn't we?
A few clouds blocking the sun. Not exactly overcast now, but a few more shadows. Martin making his 17th appearance on the season. 3.93 ERA, 16 innings, 16 punch-outs. The 1-0. Well, swings and flies it in the air to right center field. Long run for both outfielders, but the right fielder Ramirez is there in front of the warning track in right center to put it away for the second out of the inning, about 15 feet in front of the Bud Light Lime patio.
Number 31, the shortstop, J.J. Gould.
Myron had some success in the American Association, also with the Grand Prairie Air Hogs, then the Texas Air Hogs as well. He went 1-1 with a 2.45 ERA back in 2015.
Oh, that's the league that you can be a former major leaguer and be playing in that league.
Well, you can be a former major leaguer in this one, too. It's awful hard. First pitch to Gould. It's a fastball at the belt, outside edge, 0-1, due to the age limitations and everything. There was one earlier this year, actually, with Southern Illinois.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, Williams Perez was a former pitcher in the Atlanta Braves starting rotation.
Oh.
The 0-1. Slider down and away. Gould lays off 1-1. It's 2-0 Evansville, bottom of the fourth inning.
You do your homework. I'll tell you what, you look up all these stats.
I was very disappointed because the first time Evansville went to Southern Illinois on Friday, June 1st, he was scheduled to make the start. It was due to be his third of the season. The 1-1 tails down and away to Gould. 2 balls and a strike, but right before the game, his contract got purchased by the Seattle Mariners.
Oh. Well, that's what they're in this league for, to get move up, get in affiliated baseball, get some money.
2-1 pitch to Gould. Swings and strokes it in the air to left field. Burgess started back, now straightens up and makes the catch. And straight away left for the final out of the inning. 1-2-3, down go the Otters. Flying out to left center and right in the frame. We'll go to the fifth. It's Evansville 2 and Florence nothing here on WUEV 91.5 FM, brought to you by Krookemeyer and Kahn.
The Hoosier Lottery began selling lottery tickets on October 13, 1989. Since then, the Hoosier Lottery has offered hundreds of different games, awarded prizes to millions of players, and given billions of dollars to the state of Indiana. The Hoosier Lottery's mission is to responsibly provide innovative and entertaining lottery games for the benefit of the citizens of Indiana. To learn more about the Hoosier Lottery, visit them online at HoosierLottery.com. The Hoosier Lottery, a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball.
Heritage Federal Credit Union has 7 full-service branches in both Evansville and Newburgh, serving more than 38,000 members. Membership is open to anyone who lives, works, worships, or attends school in Vandenberg or Warwick County. Heritage Federal Credit Union offers mortgage and consumer loans, checking and savings accounts, as well as online banking for members. Heritage Federal Credit Union can be reached toll-free by phone at 1-800-858-1693. It can also be found online at hfcu.info.
The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local Chapter 16, would like to take time to say, Go Otters! The IBEW Local 16's jurisdiction includes 13 counties in southwestern Indiana, as well as Wabash County in Illinois. Its members are divided into several categories of electrical work, including inside construction, maintenance electric, residential wiring, and sign classifications. More information on IBEW Local 16 can be found online at IBEW16.net.
Top half of the fifth. It's Evansville 1 and Florence nothing. Alongside Bill McHugh, I'm Sam Jelinek, bringing you all the action from the finale between the Evansville Otters and the Florence Freedom. Top of the order due up for Florence. Austin Woprak leads it off. He's bounced back to the mound twice. First pitch from Nicely. This is just off the plate, a little high, 1-0. Last time up, Woprak looked like he might have an RBI single, bouncing ball up the middle. The 1-0 takes inside, 2-0, but Nicely with a behind-the-back blind stab, had the ball go into his glove, and he made the play look seamless for the final out of the second inning. And the 2-0, it's a pitch on the outside corner. Nicely finds the zone there, 2-1.
Yeah, this gentleman yesterday in the first game hit 4 balls to left field, and the first bat in the second game he hit one to left.
2-1, Nicely finds the strike zone again, this time at the knees over the heart of the plate.
2-2.
And the count's even at 2s. Nicely rocks and deals the break-even pitch. Fastball just a little outside.
Looked like the same pitch that he just called a strike.
And the count's full. Nicely has had a number of full counts or 3-ball counts here in this game. Here it comes. Little looping liner that's going to get down into right field for a base hit. Gardner over towards the gap. Right fielder picks it up and throws it back on in. It's a leadoff single for Austin Wobrock. Fights it off his hands into shallow right for a leadoff single.
Number 5, second baseman, Caleb Lopez.
Caleb Lopez, he singled back in the first inning, also flown out to right, 1 for 2 on the day.
Something's up. The manager has given a bunch of signs.
I would guess a potential hit and run. Wobrock was solid speed, but not a good base stealer. He's 0 for 3. And Lopez has shown he really knows how to handle the bat. Now move over to first. Wobrock back in standing. Austin nicely could smell that something was up. Nobody out, top of the 5th inning. Otters lead 2-0. Trying to take 3 out of 4 from the Florence Freedom. First pitch to Lopez. Fastball misses high and away, 1-0. You can see Wobrock flinch a little bit when nicely picked up his foot.
Oh, there goes a bunch of signs again. And he hasn't given many signs during this whole series, but he's given a slew of them now. And
1-0 pitch. Lopez takes a called strike. Outside edge at the knees, 1-1.
See, now, if you notice, Sam, the manager's looking over at the base runner, not at the batter.
Lopez, right-handed swinger, count 1-1. Top of the 5th, nobody out. The next pitch, runner goes, swung on and missed. Throw from Rizzatello down to second, has Wobrock by a mile. He doesn't even slide into second. Cronin catches the ball and tags him out. Rizzatello had him beat by about 15 feet.
I told you, he's got one of the best arms in this league. I'll tell you, give him a shot and he'll throw out every runner that attempts to steal. He has some accurate, quick-release arm.
Now the base is empty, 1-2 on Lopez, who swung and missed on the failed hit and run. The pitch, chopped on the ground towards the hole at short. Gould loops around it, fields and throws across his body in time to get Lopez for the second out of the inning.
You know, I said it earlier, if I was a manager and Mike is the catcher, I'm not going to attempt to steal. His percentage is too great.
Number 44.
The Otters right now, last time I checked at least, had the 3rd best caught stealing percentage as a team.
Is that right?
With their overall catching core. Hovering right around 30% or so. Now it's Skylar Ewing, bases clear, 2 away, and nicely his first pitch missed somewhere. Mike Rizzatello turns back to Danny Walker to ask where, I presume below. And it's 1-0.
That's a false stat because it's assuming
1-0 pitch. Ewing fouls it straight back, 1-1.
Yeah, it might assume that the catcher has bad throws going to second or something, and it doesn't take into consideration that if the pitcher allows the runner to, be halfway down the second base before he releases the ball, Johnny Bench couldn't throw you out.
1-1, rolled foul on the third base side. And it's 1-2 on Ewing, 2 outs, top of the 5th. Otters leading 2-0. Austin nicely trying to face the minimum here in the 5th frame.
We had some catchers in the past, or I should say we had some pitchers here in the past where, my God, they let every runner that was on first steal second.
1-2 pitch. Fastball tails outside, and the count's even at 2. Nicely peers in over his mitt. Gets the sign, cranks and deals the pitch. Flown in the air down the right field line. Gardner chasing after it towards the corner. It is a foul ball. with Gardner nearly going head over heels over the sidewall, trying to get the baseball that landed over there. But to no avail, just barely a foul ball. Ewing almost had extra bases.
Yeah, Gardner couldn't get the ball, but some little girl did. She's got a green shirt on, long hair. I don't know, is that her father or mother down there?
I'm going to guess that's her father.
Okay. My angle is poor.
Still 2-2 on Ewing, 2 outs, top of the 5th. The next pitch, fastball high and tight. Ewing raises his arms out of the way, and the count's full 3-2.
He's got to be at 94, 95 pitches.
97.
Oh, my goodness.
Come on, Bill. Payoff pitch, down low, ball 4. That'll extend the inning for Ricky Ramirez Jr.
I said 78, and you said 80. Now I say 92, and you say what, 97?
Yep, now 98.
98. Oh, I'll never get an A.
Ricky Ramirez Jr.
Ewing at first, Ricky Ramirez Jr. now the batter. Much better matchup for Austin, left-handed hitter. Ramirez struck out swinging his last time up, got tied up in knots on a fastball boring down and in. Ewing takes his lead. Harrison holds him on. Ramirez wide open stance, the pitch. Fastball sails upstairs, 1-0.
You know, like I said earlier, if I'm pitching against this guy, I'm going to throw him inside because I'm going to stop him from rotating those hips and getting that bat on the ball. The way the stance he's got, and then when he strides in, he's going to left field on a stride, which automatically he's going to tie up his hips.
One 1-0 on Ramirez, 2 outs, top of the 5th. The Otters lead in 2-0. Ewing at first, nicely from the stretch. His pitch, called strike on the outside corner, nicely fires in a fastball, 1-1.
Yeah, I mean, notice his bat, he extends that bat over the plate as well. So he can hit the outside pitch, but he's going to be jammed on the inside pitch.
Because even though the stance starts open, Ramirez's back foot is about as close to the plate as you can get.
Oh, yeah. And as far back as you can get.
1-1 offering, down and in. Ramirez leaves it there, 2-1.
Yeah.
Otters hoping to go 4-5 or 4-1 over their past 5 games. Won 2 in a row. Dropped the first game of the doubleheader yesterday. Now looking to pick up back-to-back wins as the 2-1 is popped foul out of play, and it's 2-2 on Ramirez.
You buy Heads Construction. Choose the best and never regret it.
Do you ever watch Harvey Keene bat when he played with Detroit?
Never saw him bat. He was a manager, though, wasn't he?
Yeah, later, but he had the most unusual. And the way he batted, you would say, pitch him outside, because that, the stance he had, and that was his strength.
2-2 pitch. Broken bat flare that's going to drop into shallow right field. Gardner over to pick it up. Grabs it. He'll throw it back into the cutoff man. Ewing races from first all the way to third. Yeah. Ramirez in with a bloop base knock. And just like that, the Freedom are threatening with 2 away. Runners at first and second for Caven Burgess.
The Freedom has had men on base an awful lot. However, they failed to score, but they have had opportunities today.
There's only been one truly clean inning for the Freedom. That was a 1-2-3 frame for Nicely back in the third. It looks like Mitch Akers getting hot and ready down in the bullpen for Evansville. Burgess the batter. Men at the corners, 2 outs, top of the 5th. Nicely set. His pitch. Burgess hits it hard on one hop by the shortstop Gould and on into left center field. Ramirez going around second. He's headed for third. The throw there in on a hop but late. Burgess aboard at first with an RBI single, and the Freedom are on the board. They've cut the deficit in half. It's now 2-1 Evansville.
Yeah, if Mike don't throw that guy out, that might be a tie score now, 2-2.
That's going to bring Max Peterson out of the bullpen. Can't imagine this is going to be for a pitching change with how recently Aker started warming, but most likely more of a stalling tactic to allow Aker a couple more extra pitches.
Yeah.
Left-handed Jordan Brower due up, and after him it's John Price Jr. It's a 2-1 game. Men at first and third for Brower is walked and hit into a fielder's choice. Hey, Otters fans, Thunderbolt Pass Golf Course has the best golf rates in town, now offering 18 holes with a cart $18. $5 drafts and $5 pitchers of ice cold. Come and visit the Bolts of Evansville Otters. Now adjourned. Runners to their positions at first and third, 2 outs, top of the fifth. Evansville's lead has been halved. It's a 2-1 game. Jordan Brower, the hitter, with John Price Jr. on deck. Brower, a 305 average on the year. 0 for 1 today. Nicely still on the bump. His first pitch pushes Brower off the plate, down and in, 1-0.
You know, I thought I saw him balk just then. He made a little move toward first, but he twitched the leg, but nobody called anything.
Brower not a man to be trifled with men in scoring position.
Yeah.
348 average with runners in scoring position and 2 away. The 1-0 pitch. Taking all the way, nicely fires a fastball over the outside edge, 1-1. And overall, with men in scoring position, Brower's hitting an obscene .417.
Really?
With 1 home run and 31 driven in.
Oh.
Counts even at 1, then at the corners, 2 away, top of the fifth. Nicely serves up the 1-1. Down in the dirt, nice block by Rizzatello. Keeps the runners anchored at first and third.
You know, a good catcher, Sam, calls the breaking pitch when there's men on third. You know, a lot of catchers don't want to be embarrassed, so it's fastball, fastball, fastball. They don't care about what happens with the team as long as they don't look bad.
2-1 on Brower. Otters lead by 1, top of the fifth. The 2-1 offering. Brower swings and slashes it foul down the third base side, out of play.
That was
the count even at 2.
That was ball 3. That was a tomahawk shot.
Mitch Aker continuing to loosen down in the Evansville bullpen. We're in the top of the fifth, nicely trying to squeak out of this jam with the lead still intact.
Now, I just watched something. You were telling me about a coach can talk to the player as long as he's on the base. He wasn't on the base then.
Well, he can talk to him. He just can't touch him.
Yeah, well, I know.
The 2-2 pitch, down and away, nicely misses, and the count's full 3-2.
Now, he didn't touch him, but he came close.
Yeah. Most umpires aren't on the lookout for it anyway.
Yeah.
It's more of a rule to protect if a runner falls down, you can't help him get back up. 3-2 on Brower. Runners at the corners. The pitch skied in the air to center field, shallow. Well started back, now racing in. Gets underneath of it and puts it away for the final out of the inning. Florence get 1 run, but Strand 2 aboard will go to the bottom half of the fifth. It's Evansville 2 and Florence 1 here on WUEV 91.5 FM. Brought to you by Krukemeyer and Kahn.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Krukemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krukemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krukemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krukemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Krukemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krukemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krukemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krukemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Krukemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krukemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krukemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krukemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
To Krukemeyer & Kahn for a monthly raffle. Winning ticket gets 50% off any purchase over $1,000 on their fine jewelry. Winner will be drawn on the first of each month. Also mention the Evansville Otters digital network at Krukemeyer & Kahn and get 20% off any purchase of $500 or more. Tell them ODN sent you. To begin the bottom half of the fifth inning, we're halfway home. Evansville leading 2-1 in the finale of this four-game series. Otters have a 2-1 lead in the game, a 2-1 lead in the series. And Sam Martin back to work. It'll be 9-1-2 for Evansville. Taylor Hilson at the plate. First pitch, he shows bunt. Takes a fastball high and outside, 1-0.
You know, in this whole series, Friday, Saturday doubleheader, and today, there hasn't been that many runs or hits.
Not at all. It's been low-scoring affairs.
Yeah, good
the
pitching.
1-0. Fastball on the inside half, pops the mitt, 1-1.
I'd say both teams have had good pitching.
Florence with one of the top three staffs in the league. Evansville, up until recently, had an ERA that ranked within the top three, now in the top five. Hilson, right-handed batter. Martin from the stretch is 1-1. Zips in a fastball at the knees, outside corner, 1-2.
Boy, I thought that was nearly going to skip in there. I thought it was so low. However, we're up here and they're down there.
Ewing sets up down and in. Martin's pitch is down and away, missing, and the count's even at 2. Break-even pitch. Bounced on the ground off the glove of the pitcher onto the shortstop Wobrock, who fields and throws to first for the out. It's 1-6-3. Taylor Hilson nearly had a base hit through the middle there, but instead off the glove of Martin, deflecting straight to the shortstop Wobrock, who was able to field and throw to retire Hilson. 1-6-3 if you're scoring at home.
Describing it as it happened. Great call.
Now it's David Cronin, the top of the order for Evansville. Mitch Aker continuing to loosen down in the Otters bullpen. Cronin, left-handed batter. Here's the first pitch. Launches the fastball, glide in at the knees, inner third, 0-1.
It has been a beautiful afternoon. Good baseball, good pitching.
That it has. The 0-1 pitch. Cronin swats it foul out of play left side, and it's 0-2. Otters lead 2-1, bottom half of the fifth. Florence just got on the board in the top of the frame on a Caven Burgess RBI single. Boston nicely worked around it to strand runners at the corners and get out of the jam with the Otters still leading. 0-2 on Cronin. Here's the pitch. Lined through the hole on the left side. That's a base hit. Cronin goes after the heater up and away and able to slice it through the hole for a base knock. His second hit of the day. And it's a one-out base runner for Ryan Long, who homered his last time up.
I'll say one thing, Sam. I think it was a good acquisition of having Mr. Cronin come in to help this ball club early in, June?
Yep.
And Manny was shipped off to some other club, and this guy's taken over that slot and done an excellent job, especially getting on base.
Cronin now at first. Ryan Long, the batter. One out, bottom of the fifth inning. Evansville on top, 2-1. The first pitch. Long waves and misses. Looked like a nice changeup there from Martin.
Yeah.
And it's 0-1.
Yeah, Ryan went after that with one of those slap-type swings, not the home run swing. And he's got a big hole out there in left center. And he has, in the past, placed a lot of fly balls out there for extra base hits.
Martin from the stretch, the 0-1. Called strike two, outside corner, a little high.
That's what I thought, high.
But Long down in the count, no balls, 2 strikes.
My opinion, this umpire's inconsistent. I mean, pitches that are, my opinion, outside high are strikes, and low and inside they're strikes. And they're for one team, but not the other.
Throw back over to first. Cronin in on his belly. One away, bottom of the fifth. Evansville 2, Florence 1. Otters put up 1 in the first inning. Travis Harrison an RBI double, then doubled their lead in the third on Long's solo home run to right center. Florence has answered, though, with 1 in the fifth. The 0-2, Long watches a fastball way high, 1-2.
You know, you see so many catchers gone back to the mousetrap-type catcher's mask. They don't have that gladiator.
Yeah, the hockey style.
Yeah, they don't have that. That's too cumbersome.
Long chokes up on the handle. Martin's 1-2 pitch. Long swings and fouls it away. Cronin with a false step at first, making it look like he was going to run for second.
No, I think he was running but lost his footing. That's what it was, and that's when he stopped because...
yeah, just a little bit of groundskeeping out there.
Right, but he was going. He indicated that before the pitch. And then, like I said, that first step, he just fell. That's it.
Still 1-2 on Long. Here it comes. Down and away. Lays off the off-speed pitch.
Yeah.
The count's even at 2.
I said fell. I should have said misfired. He'll probably be going on this one. We'll see.
Two and two on Long, 1 away. Cronin at first.
He's going.
Here it comes. Fastball outside. Long able to watch that one all the way home. And the count's full, 3-2. Cronin still at first.
I think he's going on this one because he just looked at foul to see how far second base was. You know, a lot of times runners on first do that.
Count full on Long. Throw over to first. Cronin dives back safely. Quiet here at Bosse Field on a lazy Sunday afternoon. Evansville looking to win their 4th game out of their past 5. And 3 out of 4 against Florence. Payoff pitch, runner goes. Ryan swings away and pops it straight up behind home plate. That's going to get back and out of play. Count stays at 3-2.
I got another guy warming up down there. You said this guy's a reliever?
Well, the starting pitcher was. This is a new arm in the game.
I'm talking about this guy pitching now.
Yeah, he's a relief pitcher.
Yeah, so maybe that's why there's another guy warming up down there.
Payoff pitch. Cronin runs again, and Long slams it down the right field line, heading towards the corner. It's curling foul. Well out of play, but Ramirez with good hustle. I'll give him that all the way over to the right field corner. The count stays at full on long. It's 2-1 Evansville here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Cronin over at first. Long at the plate. He's had a nice battle here with Sam Martin out on the bump. 8 pitches in the at-bat already. Still one more 3-2 pitch to go. Payoff, runner goes. Cued off the end of the bat, dribbles foul towards the Freedom dugout. Ryan stays alive, albeit barely.
How many times has Cronin ran to second base?
I think 3 or 4 in this at-bat.
Yeah.
He's got to be tired.
They call those sprints, I think, don't they?
Wind sprints.
Yeah.
Suicides. Cronin takes his lead again. See if Martin checks on him. Righty comes set on the mound. Payoff pitch. Cronin runs, and it's outside. Called strike 3. Throw down to seconds in time. And that's a strike him out, throw him out, double play. That pitch looked like it was out of the zone, but Long rung up looking to end the frame. Will go to the 6th.
I thought that was high outside, ball 4.
We'll go to the 6th. It's Evansville 2 and Florence 1 here on WUEV 91.5 FM, brought to you by Krukemeyer and Kahn.
We'd like to introduce you. Why Old National Bank? Old National Bank began in 1834 with just one room and a passion for helping people prosper. Today, we are honored and grateful to be the financial partner for so many businesses, families, and individuals like you. From our commitment to safety and security to our promise of service that will exceed your expectations, we want to be your bank for life. Old National Bank, member FDIC.
The local area Pepsi Bottling Group distributors would like to wish the Evansville Otters the best of luck in today's contest. Featuring Pepsi Company products for distribution to retailers and vendors in the tri-state, the Pepsi Bottling Group has 3 tri-state locations at 901 East Diamond Avenue in Evansville, 2605 West Main Street in Marion, Illinois, and at 3081 Kentronics Drive in Owensboro. More information on Pepsi products can be found online at PepsiCo.com. Pepsi, a proud supporter of the Evansville Otters.
The Evansville Otters would like to thank Sinorama Evansville for their support this season. Sinorama Evansville is a multi-application supplier of custom-made signs, banners, and decals in the tri-state. Located at 1300 North Royal Avenue in Evansville, Sinorama is open 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. They can be reached by phone at 812-477-7763 and can be found online at sinorama.com/in-Evansville. Sinorama Evansville, a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball.
Moving along to the top of the 6th inning, it's Evansville 2 and Florence 1, and Mitch Akers on here in the 6th inning to relieve Austin Nicely. Nicely, the southpaw, done after 5 frames, in line for the victory, though. Gives up 1 run on 6 hits, 4 walks, 3 strikeouts, worked around a lot of base runners, but made it work for him.
How many pitches, 110?
Something around there, yeah. And Mitch Aker, the new arm on for Evansville. 1-5 this season with a 4.22 ERA. This will be his 29th appearance. He's got 19 saves in 22 tries, 27 2/3 innings, 25 strikeouts, 14 walks, and 24 hits allowed. After going through a stretch where he did not allow a run from July 28th through August 6th, Mitch got hit around by Southern Illinois earlier this week on Tuesday, to the tune of 4 runs, 3 hits, a loss, and a blown save. Going to regain some confidence here in the top of the 6th. John Price Jr. leads it off. Aker, a 6'2", 195-pound righty, works on the windup with nobody on. Gets his sign. Here's the first pitch to Price. Fastball called strike 1 on the inside corner. Price 1 for 1 today, laid down a sacrifice bunt his first time up, then stroked a single to left. The 0-1 from Aker. Curveball over the head of Price, but he ducks underneath of it, ends up hitting him square in the back. He'll dance around a little bit, trying to shake out the pain. That one got away from Aker.
Well, if you notice, he's holding that arm. I think he got hit in the shoulder, and he's kind of He's hurting.
Wonder we got him kind of on the back of the elbow, maybe?
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. When he went down first, he was holding that arm close to his body. See what he's doing now?
Yeah. He's bent over at the waist down the first base line.
Good thing it was a curveball, so it wasn't that hard. Well, you know, when I say curveball, I'm talking about a 90-mile-an-hour fastball compared to a possible 80-mile-an-hour curveball. See him right there? See him holding it right there?
Yeah. Very odd.
Yeah. He's kind of holding that arm close to his body.
He's holding that arm like it's limp, but he's going to stay in the game.
Yeah.
Which is really surprising. Anyways, it's a leadoff base runner for Florence. They've got the tying run at first now. That's Price.
Oh, he just moved that arm pretty good then, put that hat back on.
Somebody get him an Oscar.
Yeah.
Warwick, the hitter. Runner at first, nobody out. Aker from the stretch. His first pitch, Warwick shows bunt, gets it down on the third base side, but Taylor Helson lets it roll foul for strike one.
You know, I don't understand ball players today. Somewhere along the line, high school, college. Well, I guess, you know, the coaches of today were the ball players of yesterday, and they weren't too good at bunting either, so I guess they don't teach it.
0-1 the count on Warwick. He's 0 for 2, 2 punch-outs against Austin nicely. The 0-1 pitch swings away and tops it foul on the first base side, 0-2.
You never heard Phil Rizzuto, do you? Because he was in the New York area.
No, never heard him.
WPIX, he did the Yankee games. My God, he'd spend the rest of the game just talking about bunting. He believed in bunting.
0-2 on Warwick, big left-handed hitter. One out, top of the sixth. Otters lead by 1. Here it comes, swung on and missed. Rizzatello picks it off the ground on the foul tip, able to get it before it hits the dirt. Warwick down on strikes for the third time tonight, get him the hat trick.
Right. Yeah.
Number 18, third baseman, Jimmy Heck.
I can see now why Ewing played first base a couple times. I was impressed with his body and his power, but my God, he goes after so many bad pitches.
Now with one away, here's Jimmy Heck. It's 2-1 Evansville, top of the sixth. Price still over at first, and a throw over there has him diving back to the bag safely. Heck 0 for 1, flew out to right his last time up. First pitch. Aker fires a fastball over the outside half, 0-1. Heck also walked his first time up. That fly out to right came with runners at first and second to end the fourth inning. The 0-1. Fastball bounced on the ground to short. Gould on the third hop. Fields tosses to second for 1. Back to first. That's a tailor-made 6-4-3 double play, and the inning is over. We'll go to the bottom half of the sixth. It's Evansville 2 and Florence 1 here on WUEV 91.5 FM, brought to you by Krukemeyer and Kahn.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Krukemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krukemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krukemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krukemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Krukemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krukemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krukemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krukemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Krookemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krookemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krookemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krookemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
Evansville Otters, and you're listening to WUEV Sports on 91.5 FM.
To the bottom half of the sixth inning, we go. A new arm on for the Florence Freedom. Otters lead it 2-1, and Eric Gleese is the new pitcher for Florence. 6'4", 240-pound righty out of Tracy, California. Soon to be 25-year-old, his birthday just about a week from now. 1-0 with a 4.61 ERA. 27 1/3 innings, 24 strikeouts, 6 walks, 32 hits allowed.
25 innings, 34 hits.
27 1/3, 32 hits.
That's more than 1 hit per inning.
Limits that with only 6 walks, but still more than a hit an inning.
That's not a good percentage.
Travis Harrison leads it off for the Otters here in the frame. He's 2 for 2 today, a double and a single, an RBI as well on that double. Right on right matchup. Gleese from the stretch with nobody on. Comes set with an open foot. His first pitch. Harrison swings and misses at the heater, 0-1.
Let me see if he does that again. Have you seen this guy pitch before?
Yes. Yeah, he does that every time. It comes set with the right foot obviously on the rubber, then the left foot about a few feet beyond, or about a foot or so to the left of that back foot.
And then pauses.
Yep. The 0-1. Swung on and missed again. Harrison can't touch the fastball, and it's 0-2. Travis snapped an over 17 streak with his first hit today, then added another one for good measure back in the third. But down the count here, 0-2. Bottom of the sixth. It's Evansville 2, Florence 1. Wind whipping left to right. Gleese set. The 0-2 pitch. Fastball sinks downstairs. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
You know, you see more ball players this year wearing the stirrups, the socks.
Yeah, it's a good look.
I know it. I never did agree with that college long pants.
Gleese comes ready on the mound. Winds and deals the 1-2. Fastball down and away. Nice take from Harrison. Gleese peppering the outside corner. That time just a touch low. And the count's even at 2-2. Travis leading off the bottom of the sixth. The Otters leading 2-1. Mitch Ager just came on in relief of Austin nicely and got a scoreless frame. The pitch. Tapped foul back to the netting. Gleese, quick pitched Harrison there, went with, instead of a leg kick, a slide step home.
Yeah. See now, like, even though Harrison has got the socks on, I bet he's not wearing sanitaries.
Oh, no.
No,
those are just high socks.
Yeah.
The 2-2 again. Slider down and away. The first off-speed pitch we've seen from Gleese. Harrison leaves it there, and the count's full 3-2 to open up the bottom of the sixth. Evansville 2, Florence 1. We got another tight ball game on our hands, as it's been all weekend long. Payoff pitch. Fastball inside. Harrison has to dodge it. Kicks his legs out of the way and draws ball 4. He'll stay perfect on the day. 2 for 2 now with a walk. Works it from 0-2 all the way to the free pass. And he's a leadoff base runner for Jeff Gardner.
Number 5, the right fielder, Jeff Gardner.
Gardner, a walk back in the first, a fly out to right in the third, and now he's got Harrison at first, nobody out. Otters looking to extend the 1-run lead. Right on left matchup. Here's the first pitch. Fastball rides a little bit high. Gardner thought about chasing, but leaves it there for ball one. Harrison a short lead at first. Gleese set. The 1-0. Gardner lays off, but it's a called strike over the outside corner at belt level. 1-1.
Andy didn't give many signs down there, just the usual token.
Gardner open stance from the left side of the dish. Catcher sets up in. The 1-1 offering. Gardner laces it into right center field. That's going to get down and cause some trouble. It's all the way to the right center field wall. Harrison racing for a third. McCauley's waving him around. The throw to the cutoff man comes to the plate. It is late. Harrison slides by the tag of Ewing. Harrison motors all the way home from first. Gardner into second. And Evansville leads 3-1.
Yeah, what a good hit. Yeah, I mean, that was... you couldn't ask for a better placing of the ball insofar as right center, all the way right to the Bud Light sign. And Andy was there just waving the runner on. It was a close play at home, but still he was safe.
Harrison with a good feet first slide gets underneath the tag from Ewing. Perfect relay from Ramirez to Lopez all the way home, but just late. Now Gardner at second, Brant waiting the hitter. He swings at the first pitch and skies it in the air out to right field, shallow. Second baseman Lopez out, right fielder Ramirez in. But it's the second baseman Lopez who makes the catch. Gardner bluffs a tag from second, but he'll stay at first. And there's one away in the sixth. Otters leading now 3-1.
Number 27, the catcher, Mike Rizzatello.
Andy's given some kind of sign to Max, and Max is lifted the leg, and I don't know what kind of, they were talking some way.
Now it's Mike Rizzatello at the plate. Gardner still at second, one out, bottom of the sixth. It's 3-1 Otters. Rizzatello 0 for 2 today. The first pitch. Fastball at the bottom of the zone, outside edge, 0-1.
Well, Max was lifting his leg, and he was pointing to his leg, and he was pointing down to the bullpen, and then he gave like a cut across his throat. So whatever that meant, I have no idea. Something to do with pitchers.
They're not warming anybody up. The 0-1. Cued off the hands. Rizzatello falls down in the box. The ball squirting to the third baseman. Heck, who tries with the bare hand. Now the shortstop, Wobrock, picks it up and throws out Rizzatello. If it weren't for the fact that Rizzatello had fallen down in the box, that would have been an infield single. I have no idea why Heck went to the bare hand, but it'll go down as a 5-6-3 putout on a weak ground ball to short.
Number 24, the center fielder, Zach Wells.
What happened? I mean, how did the ball die? I saw him fall, and I thought the ball went off his leg, and it should have been a foul ball, but apparently it wasn't, and yet he fell down, and two infielders misplayed the ball.
Gardner advances to third on the play, and here's Zach Wells. 2 away, the pitch. First pitch fastball over the outside corner, 0-1. It's 3-1 Otters, bottom of the sixth inning. Their lead now restored to 2. But another important run 90 feet away, that's Jeff Gardner. Zach Wells at the plate, 0 for 2. A strikeout and a fly out to right. Right on right matchup. Here's the 0-1. Wells pops it foul out of play on the first base side, quickly 0-2.
If the Otters were to win today, that's 39-39. Would that be right?
Correct. Back to 500.
Back at 500, yeah. But it all depends on who normal in Washington.
0-2 pitch to Wells. Fastball outside. Tried to paint the black. Just a little bit off the edge, and it's 1-2 on Zach. Gardner at third, 2 outs. Bottom of the sixth. Otters already have 1 home on the Harrison RBI double. Now it's Wells up against Gleese. The 1-2 pitch. Slider outside. Started on the outside corner, but worked its way off. Count now level at 2.
So we got Normal coming in Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
Correct.
And then
here with Gleese. Gardner in scoring position at third. Means Ewing behind the plate has to be on high alert. Breaking pitch in the dirt. Gardner could score. But Wells trying to bring home Jeff on his own accord. Chokes up on the bat. Gleese ready. Fires home the 2-2 again. Fastball, Wells swats it away. Late on it again on the right side, and it's still 2-2. Gleese and Wells locked in a good battle here. This will be pitch number 6 of the at-bat coming up. Here it comes. And again, Wells takes a fastball, pops it back out of play, and it's still 2-2.
Yep, the fans are all excited. They're cheering silently.
Everybody's sending positive thoughts. The 2-2. Fastball nearly takes the arm of Ewing to the backstop. It was so far outside. But he's able to get leather on it, keep it in front. And Wells has worked the count full against Gleese.
Here goes someone else warming up. Looks like number 1. Little lefty.
Yeah, Patrick McGrath, who we saw in the first game of the series. 3-2 pitch. Wells pops it up, foul ground, first base side. Work giving chase in front of the sidewall. He jumps back over his head and is able to make the catch. Nearly overran it, but puts it away to end the inning. The Otters tack on another run, though. Leads back to 2 as we go to the 7th. It's 3-1 Otters here on WUEV 91.5 FM, brought to you by Krukemeyer and Com.
I'm Billy Bolin, and I want to share some exciting news with you about Mickey's Kingdom. Back in 2004, our community came together to build Kids Kingdom, and I'm proud to say our community is coming together again. This September, we're going to build a larger, better, and more accessible playground for people of all abilities, including a swing and merry-go-round that accommodate wheelchairs. The original playground was 12,000 square feet. Mickey's Kingdom will be 20,000 square feet, have a poured-in-place rubber surface, and will climb higher in the air. If you would like to learn how you can help, please visit our website at mickeyskingdom.downtownevansville.com.
The Tin Fish Restaurant, located at 300 West Jennings Street in Newburgh, Indiana, is a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball. Independently owned and operated, the Tin Fish menu features salads and sandwiches, as well as seafood platters and combos, and seafood burritos, tacos, and burgers. The Tin Fish Restaurant is open 7 days a week from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. It can be reached by phone at 812-490-7000. The Tin Fish Restaurant.
Injuries are inevitable. It doesn't matter if you're playing baseball, walking the dog, or falling from a ladder. Injuries happen. When they do, Tri-State Orthopedics offers treatment for sprains, strains, and fractures by medical specialists. Tri-State Orthopedics is located at 225 Cross Lake Drive in Evansville, just north of the Lloyd and I-164. Tri-State Orthopedics can be reached by phone at 812-477-1558. Its urgent care line is 812-474-OUCH. Tri-State Orthopedics, a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball.
The final third of the game we go. Top half of the 7th inning. It's the top of the order for the Freedom. Austin Wobrock leads it off against Mitch Aker. Otters lead it now 3-1. First pitch to Wobrock from Aker. Swings and lines it in the air to left center field. Long coming on into the alley. He's going to have it drop and go by him, but Wells backing him up. Grabs the baseball and throws it on in. That drops on in into left center field for a base hit for Wobrock, his second of the day. And the leadoff man's aboard for the Freedom here to begin the 7th.
And this is the young man that did the damage yesterday with 2 home runs.
Caleb Lopez, the hitter, right-handed bat. Runner at first, nobody out. The first pitch Sharp breaking ball from Aker, drops it in at the knees, and it's 0-1. Hilson even with the bag at third, middle infield at double play depth. With the new first baseman, Austin Bush, replacing Travis Harrison, and the first base bag holding on the runner. The 0-1. Fastball in and out of the glove of Rizzatello outside. 1-1. Jake Davis, a lefty, getting loose down in the Otters bullpen. Robrock leads from first. Lopez, the hitter, count even. Aker deals the 1-1. Snaps off a mean hook that glances the outside corner. Lopez not pleased with the call, but he's down in the count 1-2.
Yeah, he's thrown 3 pitches. 2 have been outstanding curveballs and 1 the fastball. So be interesting what it comes back with.
Comes set. Uncorks the 1-2. Breaking ball bounced in the dirt. Wobrock from first thought about going to second, but scampers back to the bag after Rizzatello with a good block. Count level at 2 apiece.
Mike got good agility behind that plate.
Aker rolled a double play ball to end the 6th, looking to roll 1 more here to begin the 7th. The 2-2 pitch, fouled back to the screen, went back to the fastball. Lopez a little late, and the count is still at 2-2. It's 3-1 Evansville, top of the 7th inning, looking to take 3 out of 4 from Florence on the weekend. 2 teams will meet again next week on Friday, this time at UC Health Stadium in Florence. 2-2 pitch. Curveball line down the left field side, foul. Hooked just beyond the line.
That was the curveball that he got 2 called strikes on, but that time it was floating and he was waiting for it. I bet he comes back with the fastball.
2-2 on Lopez. Rizzatello sets up down, and before the next pitch, a throw over. Wobrock back to the bag safely. Two-two pitch. Curveball skied in the air to shallow center field. Shortstop Gould going out. Center fielder Wells coming in. And he calls off the shortstop to put it away in very shallow center. 1 away here in the 7th. Wobrock stays at first.
Number 44, catcher Skylar Ewing.
In the bullpen for Evansville is number 19, Jake Davis.
1 away now here in the top of the 7th. Otters leading 3-1. Skylar Ewing, the hitter, runner at first. The pitch. Fastball just outside. Aker zipped that one home, but he can't find the plate. 1-0.
Looked good, though.
Ewing's been held in check today. Now swings at the 1-0 and flies it in the air to center. Wells a few steps back. The center fielder hauls it in with relative ease to retire Ewing. 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Wobrock back to first.
That's probably one of the biggest disappointments for the Florence team in this series is Mr. Ewing. Was he 1 hit in the whole series?
Yep.
How many strikeouts? Plus being thrown out in a very, very crucial game.
Six strikeouts.
Yeah.
Now it's Ricky Ramirez representing the tying run. Wobrock still at first. 2 outs top of the 7th. It's 3-1 Evansville. The first pitch. Fastball misses high and away. It's 1-0. Ramirez 1 for 3 on the day. A single, a strikeout, and a fly out to center. 3 for his last 21. Left-handed batter, wide open stance. Wobrock held on at first by Bush. The pitch. Called strike 1 on the outside black. Ramirez thought about taking a hack, but laid off. Counts level anyways. Akers set, uncorks the 1-1. Curveball a little low. Had plenty of plate just below the knees though. And it's 2-1. Wobrook at first. Otters lead by 2 in the 7th. 2-1 offering. Fastball misses down and away, and it's 3-1 on Ramirez. On deck, Caven Burgess. He's 2 for 3.
Yeah, he slapped that first pitch he saw when he came up last inning and drove in that run.
3-1 on Ramirez. Here it comes. Swings away, but pops it foul behind home. The count goes full 3-2. That means Wobrook from first is going to have a head start. Bush will still hold on Wobrook though. Don't want to let him get too big of a running start. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 7th. Evansville 3, Florence 1 in the finale of the 4-game series. Payoff pitch, swung on and missed. Aker goes to the changeup for the first time. Pulls the string on Ramirez to end the inning. It's time to stretch. We'll go to the bottom half of the 7th. It's Evansville 3 and Florence 1 here on WUEV 91.5 FM. Brought to you by Krukemeyer and Kahn.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Krukemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krukemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krukemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krukemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Krukemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krukemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krukemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krukemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Krukemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krukemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krukemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krukemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
To the bottom of the 7th inning we go. It's Evansville 3 and Florence 1 here from Bosse Field alongside Bill McCune. I'm Sam Jelinek. Evansville looking to take 3 out of 4 from the Florence Freedom. They're on their way, leading by 2 runs as we begin the bottom of the 7th. 3-1 the score. Jeff Thompson getting loose down in the Otters bullpen. Looks like he'll come in to pitch the 8th after Mitch Aker throws 2 shutout innings in the 6th and 7th. J.J. Gould leads it off for the Otters up against Eric Gleese back out for a second frame. Gould swings at the first pitch and rockets it foul into the stands on the left field side for strike 1. Gould 0 for 2, 2 flyouts, 1 to right, 1 to left. Right on right matchup here. The 0-1. Fastball yanked down and away. Count level at 1 apiece.
I'll tell you what, Sam, my opinion, and that is if this gentleman was a starting pitcher and went 9 innings, it would probably be a 5-hour game.
1-1 delivery. Gould swings and crushes it in the air down the left field line pretty deep towards the corner. It is a foul ball over the foul pole. Andy McCauley is going to come in and argue with the home plate umpire, Danny Walker. He thought it was fair. That thing went high over the left field foul pole. There's going to be a foul ball, just straight to a loud strike on Gould.
A long fly ball.
They cleared the fence by plenty.
Yeah.
But just foul.
The first swing he hit, he got that shot down the left field line off the bullpen there. That was a hard hit. And then, of course, he just hit that one, which is hard. So far, this at bat, he's been hitting the ball solidly.
The 1-2. Slider down and away all the way to the backstop. The count's even on Gould opening up the bottom of the 7th. It's Evansville 3, Florence 1.
Okay, all the Otters are on the railing of the dugout, all cheering their teammates on.
The 2-2 delivery. Slider down and away again, skipping its way to the backstop. And the count's full 3-2. Lefty still warming in the bullpen for Florence. I imagine that after Gleese faces Gould and Hilson, McGrath will be called upon to face the top of the order, which constitutes all left-handed hitters now, since Austin Bush has been inserted in the game for Travis Harrison. The payoff pitch rolled back to the screen. Gould stays alive, still 3-2. JJ leading off the bottom of the 7th. Evansville leads by 2. Gleese comes ready. Serves up the payoff pitch. Gould lines it in the air out to left field. Left fielder Burgess on after it, but he won't have a play. It lands and rolls all the way to the wall. Burgess picks it up and fires it back into the infield, but not before Gould races into second with a leadoff double.
That's one of the best at-bats I've seen JJ have in a long time. I mean, he hit the ball solidly the first pitch, and then he hit that possible home run. And now he hits a good shot out there to left field.
Gould, his 4th double of the season. Now it's Taylor Hilson. I have to imagine he'll probably be asked to lay down the bunt here. Corners playing in, respecting that possibility. Nobody out, bottom of the 7th. Gleese comes set. His first pitch, Hilson not showing bunt, instead takes down and away for ball 1.
Oh, and he's not giving any signs. He's just concentrating on JJ out there on short, or on second.
Hilson 0 for 2, bounced out twice. The 1-0. Chops it off his foot in the box, and the count's even at 1. Otters lead 3-1, bottom of the 7th.
Shortstop's playing deep, second baseman's playing deep. JJ could walk possibly to third.
The 1-1, Hilson shows bunt, tries for it, and misses. He was trying to bunt for a base hit, and it's 1-2.
I think so. I don't think that was a sacrifice. I think that was a bunt for a base hit.
Gould still out at second. Nobody out. Bottom of the 7th. 3-1 Otters. Hilson down in the count 1-2. Here's the pitch. Slider down and away. Hilson spits on it, and the count's back to level here, 2-2.
It seems this guy's breaking pitch is really a sharp thing, and it's way out of the strike zone.
Please set. Wheels and deals the 2-2. Fastball high. Hilson with a keen eye lays off, and the count's full 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Gould out at second. Gleese at the ready. Brings home the playoff pitch. Bounced on the ground to first. First baseman Wark fields on the short hop and takes it to the bag himself to retire Hilson. Up to third goes Gould. Works just as well as a sacrifice bunt. Man in scoring position at third now with 1 away for David Cronin, and we're going to get a pitching change. The left-handed arm is going to come in here to pitch to Cronin. At least that's what I imagine is going to happen with Dennis Pelfrey walking out to the mound. He hasn't indicated yet, but with the lefty warming, and here comes the lefty from the bullpen. That will be it for Gleese. We'll take a quick break and be back with a new arm on the mound. It's Evansville 3 and Florence 1 here on WUEV 91.5 FM, brought to you by Krukemeyer and Kahn.
The Pizza Brick Road always goes to Tyroni's. I'm in the mood for pizza and I'm ready to go. The Pizza Brick Road goes to Tyroni's. So follow me down the Pizza Brick Road. Road down to Tyroni's. The Pizza Brick Road. The Pizza Brick Road always goes to Tyroni's.
The Evansville Otters would like to thank the Evansville Courier and Press for their support and coverage of Otters baseball. The Evansville Courier and Press provides news, sports, and weather coverage to the Tri-State, both in a print and online edition. The Evansville Courier and Press can be found online at courierandpress.com, as well as on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Pinterest. The Evansville Courier and Press, a member of the Journal Media Group.
No matter how large or small your digging project may be, no matter how urban or rural, you must always call 811 before any digging project. 811 is our national one-call number, alerting your local utility companies to come out and mark any lines they have near your dig site. So before you do this or this, make sure you do this. For digging projects big or small, make the call to 811. Brought to you by Indiana 811.
Patrick McGrath on to pitch for the Freedom, his second appearance in this series. Also pitched back on Friday. He got hit around a little bit, allowing the eventual game-deciding run to score on an RBI single for Ryan Long. McGrath 1-1 with a 1.20 ERA. Southpaw 6'2", 185 pounds. 22 and a third innings, 2 saves, 28 strikeouts, 6 walks, and 23 hits allowed. Infield's going to play in for David Cronin with J.J. Gould over at first. 1 out in the bottom of the 7th with the Otters leading 3-1. McGrath's first pitch misses down and away with the heater, 1-0. Infield playing tight on the grass. Outfield takes a few steps in as well, hoping to cut off the run at the plate. Otters want to increase the margin, leading by 2 right now. The 1-0, Cronin taps it foul up the first base side. Count even at 1. One and one on Cronin. Gould at third, 1 away. McGrath kicks and deals the pitch. Fires a fastball downstairs, 2-1. Cronin ahead in the count here, 2-1. McGrath uncorks the pitch. Cronin hits it hard down the first base line, but just foul on the wrong side of the bag, 2-2.
Someone's yelling Yeah, what is it? Hey, oh, yeah. We used to have Sergeant James who would be out here. He hasn't been out here this year, but he'd be roaming those aisles here yelling that with his megaphone.
Cronin's got 2 strikes on him, 1 out, bottom of the 7th. Otters looking to extend the 3-1 lead with Gould at third and just 1 man out. The 2-2 pitch. Cronin pops it in the air behind home plate. Catcher Ewing takes a quick glance. That lands right on top of our heads again. Count still even at 2.
It landed on kiddo, so it's probably not going to be in the concourse.
I noticed an observation here, Sam, that within this field, that the players that are out in that field for freedom, there's only 2 guys under 6 foot.
Tall team.
Yeah, especially the third baseman. Heck, 6'5".
Yeah. 2-2 on Cronin. McGrath out on the mound, ball in hand, glove against his chest. Finally comes to the ready. Uncorks the 2-2. Cronin lines it down the right field line. That's a base hit. Gould will score. Cronin to first, hits the bag, and scampers back to the base with Ramirez throwing behind him, trying to nab him, but he's in safely. It's an RBI single for David Cronin, and the Otters now lead 4-1 here in the 7th.
That's Cronin's 3rd hit of the night. Remember the other day he had 4 for 4. Well, no, 5 for 5, wasn't it? And then 2 fouls.
4 for 4 with 2 walks.
Yeah, but then the next day he got the first at bat. He got a base hit.
Yep.
So he had 5 for 5. So he is one of the hottest hitters in this league.
Now David at first, 1 away for Ryan Long. Otters will try to keep pouring it on here, now on top, 4-1. The first pitch. Ryan takes a fastball down and away for ball 1. Cronin at first. He's been caught stealing already today. That was the 9th time he'd been thrown out trying to swipe a base. The 0-1 inside, and Long tries to get out of the way, but it snares his jersey on the way by, just barely ticking him. Cronin up to second, Long down to first, and there's 2 on with 1 out for Austin Bush.
And my $6,000 earplugs picked up that noise of him being hit.
Number 39, the first baseman, Austin Bush.
I got a $50,000 pacemaker, $6,000 earplugs.
Bush getting his first at-bat of the game here, came on to replace Travis Harrison. Travis had been having a good day, 2 for 2 with a run scored and an RBI double. First pitch to Austin, takes outside, the slider sweeps across the plate for ball 1. Cronin out at second, Long at first, 1 out, bottom of the 7th. It's 4-1 Evansville. McGrath's 1-0. Swing and a miss, a high heater. Bush swings through it, and the count's even at 1.
Mr. Bush was looking to hit the building in center field on that one. He wasn't ready about clearing the fence. He wanted to hit the building.
Austin's got prodigious power. We've seen it this season once at Southern Illinois. 400-foot blast out to right center. Cronin dances off the bag from second. The pitch chopped high off the ground and over the head of the first baseman, Ward down the right field line. Cronin's going to score. Long racing into third. Bush stays at first with an RBI single. The Baltimore chop gets it done, and Evansville now leads 5-1.
I tell you, when everything's going right, you couldn't ask for anything better. I mean, that must have gone 30 feet in the air. And that first baseman, 6'4", so he wasn't even near it.
Out comes manager Dennis Pelfrey to the bump again. And I think we're going to get one more pitching change. He's going to ask for the ball from Patrick McGrath without recording it out, and a new arm's going to come on here. We'll take another break. Evansville now leads 5-1. You're listening to Evansville Otters baseball here on WUEV 91.5 FM, brought to you by Krukemeyer and Kahn.
Hi, I'm Bill Morgan of Bill Morgan Roofing and Construction. I've built a reputation of doing quality work that will stand the test of time. We didn't get here by knocking on doors, talking gibberish, or trying to be the lowest bid. You don't like to be sold to, and that's not what we do. My philosophy is simple: treating your home like it's my own, from start to finish. For roofing, gutters, siding, give us a call at Bill Morgan Roofing and Construction. Roofing the right way. 812-499-5892 or BillMorganRoofing.com.
Heritage Federal Credit Union has 7 full-service branches in both Evansville and Newburgh, serving more than 38,000 members. Membership is open to anyone who lives, works, worships, or attends school in Vanderburgh or Warwick County. Heritage Federal Credit Union offers mortgage and consumer loans, checking and savings accounts, as well as online banking for members. Heritage Federal Credit Union can be reached toll-free by phone at 1-800-858-1693. It can also be found online at hfcu.info.
GD Ritzy's is a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball. GD Ritzy's menu features hamburgers, grilled chicken sandwiches, old-fashioned peanut butter and jelly, and ice cream. With 3 Evansville locations: west at 4810 University Drive, on the north side at 4320 North 1st Avenue, and on the east side at 601 North Green River Road. GD Ritzy's is open from 10 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. Sunday through Thursday, and 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. on Friday and Saturday. GD Ritzy's, a proud supporter of the Evansville Otters.
Third pitcher of the frame for the Freedom. There's runners at first and third, 1 out. In the bottom of the 7th, the Otters have plated 2 runs here in the inning, or 2 runs already here in the inning. And now Cody Grayle's try and stop the bleeding. Gray, a right-handed tosser, started the year as a starter for Florence, 4-3 with 12 starts, but lately has been used in a bullpen role. 5.70 ERA, 6'1", 220 pounds. And his first assignment is Jeff Gardner with men at the corners. Gray from the stretch, his first pitch. Gardner with a big rip sends it back to the screen, 0-1. Gray in 71 innings, 66 strikeouts, 22 walks, and 77 hits. Faced Evansville back on May 30th, taking a tough loss in the first game of the doubleheader, 2-0. The Otters won that one. The 0-1 to Gardner. Change up downstairs, and the count's even at 1. Jeff, 1 for 2 today, following up a overall 3 for 4 performance through yesterday's doubleheader. RBI double his last time up. (5-1) Otters lead, bottom of the 7th. Long at third, Bush at first. Gray finally gets his sign, comes set. His pitch. Fastball misses high, and it's 2-1. Jeff Thompson has continued to throw down in the Otters bullpen, and at this point he's been throwing for what seems like a half hour.
He should be playing toss, that's it, instead of throwing hard. Just keep loose.
2-1 pitch. Hit high in the air to deep right field. Ramirez going back at the track, at the wall. He jumps and he makes the catch, taking away a potential home run for Jeff Gardner. Ryan Long tags from third and scores. But what a play from Ramirez in right. I'm not sure if that ball was going to get out of here, but he leapt at the wall and took away at least potential extra bases. The Otters do get the run. Long scores. Bush stays at first, and it's a 6-1 game.
Well, I'm going to give Gardner the home run. I mean, that would have been over the fence. So he got robbed of a home run, in my opinion.
I don't know. I think it was close. I couldn't tell if Ramirez got all the way back to the wall and jumped or not. Now Brant Whiting swings at the first pitch and skies it in the air to shallow right center field. Second baseman Lopez out. Right fielder Ramirez races in and calls him off to make the catch and end the inning. We'll go to the 8th. It's Evansville 6 and Florence 1 here on WUEV 91.5 FM. Brought to you by Krookemeyer and Kahn.
The Hoosier Lottery began selling lottery tickets on October 13, 1989. Since then, the Hoosier Lottery has offered hundreds of different games, awarded prizes to millions of players, and given billions of dollars to the state of Indiana. The Hoosier Lottery's mission is to responsibly provide innovative and entertaining lottery games for the benefit of the citizens of Indiana. To learn more about the Hoosier Lottery, visit them online at HoosierLottery.com. The Hoosier Lottery, a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball.
The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local Chapter 16, would like to take time to say, Go Otters! The IBEW Local 16's jurisdiction includes 13 counties in southwestern Indiana, as well as Wabash County in Illinois. Its members are divided into several categories of electrical work, including inside construction, maintenance electric, residential wiring, and sign classifications. More information on IBEW Local 16 can be found online at IBEW16.net.
Hi, this is Joe Townsend from JMT Restoration. We are proud to be a sponsor of the 2016 Frontier Champion Evansville Otters. If you ever have a mold or water restoration issue in your home or business, give us a call at 812-205-5384. JMT Restoration Service, where professional work meets affordable pricing. Remember, go Otters!
Jeff Thompson comes on to pitch the 8th inning for Evansville. Started warming up when this was a 2-run ball game, and now all of a sudden he's got a 5-run cushion after the 3-run 7th for Evansville. Thompson will come on in here and face 5, 6, and 7 in the order for the Freedom. After the Otters put up a strong 3-spot, Mitch Aker tossed 2 scoreless innings, giving up just 1 hit and striking out 2. Hands the ball off now to Thompson.
And we have another arm warming up down there for Freedom. Big guy.
Looks like Ryan Colgate, a new addition who we saw in the first game of the series, getting loose. Leading it off is Caven Burgess against Thompson. Jeff, a tall fella out in the mound, 6'6", 245 pounds. Right-handed tosser from the stretch, his first pitch. It's a fastball over the plate, outside edge, 0-1. Burgess 2 for 3 today with an RBI single, the 0-1. Off-speed pitch down in the dirt away. Burgess lays off 1-1. Nobody out top of the 8th inning. It's Evansville 6, Florence 1. Otters looking like they're going to take 3 out of 4. The 1-1 pitch is lined in the air to left field. Long throws out there for a sec. Now takes a few steps back and makes the catch with ease for the first out here in the top of the 8th.
Whether Long's playing left field or third base, he's a good defensive player. Got to be in affiliated baseball. I think he could play a good Double-A baseball right now. Maybe join Josh Allen up there with the Met Farm Club.
Yeah, we're hoping Luke Rennie will be up there too soon. He's been dominating with Columbia. First pitch to the next hitter, Jordan Brower, misses just down and away, and it's 1-0. 2 of the Otters signees who have gone on to affiliated ball this season, Patrick McGuff and Luke Rennie, have both been really good since joining their respective teams. The 1-0 fastball misses off the outside corner. 2 balls, no strikes.
Well, this is a great opportunity. Evansville Otters is a great opportunity to pursue your career.
Two 2-0 on Brower, the pitch. Fastball called, strike 1. That one just able to chip away at the outside corner. 2-1. Luke now 2-2 on the season with Columbia in the South Atlantic League. 2.33 ERA, 48 strikeouts. Thompson fires the 2-1, a slider that just missed inside, 3-1.
South Atlantic League.
3-1 on Brower, 1 out, top of the 8th. Jeff Thompson on to pitch. Behind in the count here on Brower. Here it comes. Fastball misses downstairs all the way to the backstop, but Brower's just going to drop his bat and walk on down to first.
879. 879.
Face on balls to Brower.
A little joke here in the press room.
What stays in the press box, or what's said in the press box, stays in the press box.
Yes.
Brower now at first, and John Price Jr., the hitter, 1 for 1. A sacrifice bunt, a single, and got hit by a pitch. Thompson's first delivery. Fastball upstairs for ball 1. One-0 pitch. Price with a big hack sends it back over top of the screen. 1-1. Patrick McGuff's actually been even better than Rennie thus far. He had been doing better. He got hit around a little bit lately. But he was off to a hot start through 5 shutout innings his first time out. Now 1-4 with Dayton. Throw over to first, and Brower back to the bag.
You say 1 win, 4 losses?
Yep, with the Dayton Dragons, the Midwest League.
Dayton, that's the Cincinnati Reds.
Correct. 4.39 ERA.
Yeah.
The pitch, Price Jr. swings and foul tips it into the mitt of Rizzatello. The count's 1-2. Patrick, 17 strikeouts and 26 2/3. Luke actually set the Columbia Fireflies franchise mark. 1-2, Price swings at a high fastball, pops it foul first base side, Bush tracking over towards the sidewall, and he runs out of room. Lands on top of the roof and falls back down. Still 1-2 on Price. But Luke set the single game franchise mark for strikeouts in a game with Columbia. 14 in over 7 innings of work. Topping the 12 he had this season against the Southern Illinois Miners in an 8-inning performance.
Well, if I recall, he had great command of all his pitches that day. That's the secret.
1-2 still on Price. The pitch rolled on the ground through the hole on the left side. That ball had eyes. Sneaks its way through. It's a base hit for John Price Jr., his second of the day. Brower up to second, and there's 2 on with 1 out. Here in the top of the 8th, Otters leading 6-1.
Number 35, first baseman.
I don't know if you remember Carlton Fisk. Carlton Fisk, I'm sorry. Carlton, the pitcher.
Steve Carlton.
Steve Carlton, the pitcher. Pitched with the Phillies, if you recall. And he was a 90-plus mile-an-hour fastball when he came into the major leagues.
First pitch to Jacob Wark is fouled back out of play for strike 1. There's 2 on, 1 out. Top of the 8th, Jeff Thompson trying to work around some trouble with the Otters leading by 5 runs.
Yeah. But when he ended his career with the Phillies, he was throwing his fastball was at timed at 78 miles an hour, from a 90-plus to a 78. But he knew.
The 0-1 misses outside, 1-1.
He knew how to pitch, good location, and that's all you need. You don't have to be a fireball to win.
Yeah, Carlton infamous for his 27-win season when the Phillies as a team only won 54.
Yeah.
The 1-1. Popped in the air down the third baseline. Hilson chasing after it. The third baseman gets underneath of it, but the wind blows it away. Dives to his left, and it hits the ground. Can't make the catch in foul territory. And the at-bat will continue for Wark. A ball and 2 strikes on Jacob Wark. He's struck out 3 times today.
Yeah, he's looking for that Mexican thing.
The golden sombrero.
Give him low inside.
1-2
right
pitch
there.
lined out to short. Gould fields runner off of first, but Gould can't get the throw off from his knees. Just puts it in his back pocket. And that's the second out of the inning.
Number 18, third baseman Jimmy Hack.
Now 2 away, and Jimmy Heck, the hitter, 0 for 2, bounced into an inning-ending double play in the 6th, also flown out to right.
6'5", playing third base. Should be jumping center for the Philadelphia Warriors.
If you're 6'5" in the NBA nowadays, you're lucky to be a point guard.
I know it.
First pitch to Heck. Swings in a little liner that's going to drop into left field for a hit. Runner being waved around third. Long's throw to the plate is in time. With Brower didn't go into a slide. Rizzatello picked the one-hop throw. Tagged Brower out, and that ends the inning. We'll go to the bottom half of the 8th. Otters keep the Freedom off the board. It's Evansville 6 and Florence 1 here on WUEV 91.5 FM, brought to you by Krookemeyer and Kahn.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Krookemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krookemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krookemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krookemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Krookemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krookemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krookemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krookemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Krookemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krookemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krookemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krookemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
Listening to exclusive coverage of baseball on 91.5 FM WUEV Evansville.
The bottom half of the 8th inning, last chance for the Otters to tack on some extra runs if they see fit. It's Evansville 6 and Florence 1, and a new arm on the mound, Ryan Colgate. He pitched in the first game of this series. It's his first appearance with the Freedom.
Well, how did you describe that last play at home plate, Sam?
Well, Long with a one-hop straight to the plate. Brower didn't slide. Rizzatello threw him out.
Yeah, but if you notice, the runner coming home was trotting.
Yeah, he wasn't expected. I don't think he expected to be sent home.
That's well, I thought he was expecting the throw to go to second or third, so he trotted. And then again, as you said, he didn't slide. When things go wrong, the roof leaks.
Colgate pitched back on Friday, throwing an inning of scoreless baseball, setting the Otters down 1-2-3. It's 6, 7, and 8 in the Otters order here in the bottom half of the 8th. Otters on top, 6-1. And Mike Rizzatello leads it off for Evansville. Mike 0 for 3. Colgate, the righty, winds and deals a first pitch fastball down and in for ball 1. Mike got a little unlucky his last time out. Might have had an infield single if he hadn't lost his footing in the box. The 1-0. Flown in the air to left center field. Center fielder Price meanders over towards it, gets underneath it, and puts it away for the first out of the frame.
Mike learned to chop down on those pitches. He flies out too much. I mean, a lot of flies in center field, left center, right center, whatever it is. He's kind of late with his swing, and when he does, he uppercuts.
Now it's Zach Wells, 1 out, bottom of the 8th. Wells 0 for 3 today. The first pitch from Colgate. Fastball misses inside for ball 1.
You know, one of the worst things I found in the last 20 or so years.
The 1-0 misses downstairs, 2-0.
Young people playing home run derby. I don't know if you ever played
Yeah,
it.
of course I did.
And that's one of the worst things in the world.
It's fun.
It's fun, but it hurts your hitting.
2-0 pitch. Broken bat, grounder back up the middle. Shortstop Wobrock charges in on the grass, throws in one motion, and the throw is late. Wells beats it out, sacrifices an entire bat for an infield single, his first hit of the day. I believe it might have been Al Kaline or Ralph Kiner who once said, single hitters drive Fords, home run hitters drive Cadillacs.
That's right.
Who doesn't want to drive a Cadillac?
That was the old expression. That's when there weren't that many home runs. Ralph Kiner and Johnny Mize, and those, that was in the 40s. They were going down. They were the home hitters of 40s and 50s home runs.
Wells at first, now J.J. Gould. The first pitch to him is a fastball that glances the inside corner for strike one. Zach Wells at first, one away, bottom of the eighth. The Otters lead 6-1. Jake Davis getting loose in the bullpen for the Otters. Looks like he'll come on to pitch the ninth. The 0-1. Gould swings and misses. Fastball late on it, and it's 0-2. The pitch, flown in the air to right center field. Pretty good carry. Right fielder Ramirez over towards the alley, though. Gets underneath it in about 10 feet in front of the warning track and puts it away. There's 2 outs here in the 8th, and it'll be up to Taylor Helson to keep the frame going. Wells is at first with 2 outs. Bottom of the 8th, 6-1 Evansville leads. 3 outs away from taking 3 out of 4 from the Florence Freedom.
Now, how many games were they behind? 5 games before today?
Evansville came into today. The first pitch to Helson's a fastball riding in at the knees, 0-1. The Otters started today 4.5 back of normal. Florence 3 back.
So that would make them tied.
Well, it would still put the Otters a half game behind as the 0-1's a called strike 2 on the outside corner, 0-2. The Otters 4.5, Florence 3 back. So the Otters would improve 1 game potentially. They'd go to 39-39. Florence would be at 40-39.
Okay.
0-2 pitch, breaking ball in the dirt, 1-2. So by percentage points, Florence would stay ahead.
Right.
Normal and River City just about set to get underway about an hour from now in O'Fallon. The 1-2. Line down the left field side, that's a foul ball. Off the handle of Helson's bat, he taps it on the ground to make sure it's not broken. Deems it worthy of another try, and it's still 1-2. And then the Otters also trail the Lake Erie Crushers for the second and final wild card spot. Lake Erie at 41-36. The pitch. Missed just a little low, 2-2. The Otters 3 games behind Lake Erie at the start of today. With quite a few more teams in the way, considering you have to factor in the entire league. The 2-2, fastball missed off the corner. And the count's full 3-2.
The pitcher assumed it was strike 3 and he walked off the field, or started to walk off the field. It was close.
Or excuse me, that was the 3-2. So the count now full. Payoff pitch, runner goes. Hilson taps it on the ground to short. Shortstop Wobrock waits back on it. Fields and fires over to first to retire Hilson. And then the inning will go to the 9th. Otters 3 outs away. Jake Davis on to finish it off. It's Evansville 6 and Florence 1 here on WUEV 91.5 FM. Brought to you by Krugemeyer and Kahn.
The local area Pepsi Bottling Group distributors would like to wish the Evansville Otters the best of luck in today's contest. Featuring Pepsi Company products for distribution to retailers and vendors in the tri-state, the Pepsi Bottling Group has 3 tri-state locations at 901 East Diamond Avenue in Evansville, 2605 West Main Street in Marion, Illinois, and at 3081 Kentronics Drive in Owensboro. More information on Pepsi products can be found online at PepsiCo.com. Pepsi, a proud supporter of the Evansville Otters.
Since 1994, Slay's Restoration has been assisting tri-state residents clean up and restore their properties after disasters of all kinds. Located at 2121 Cotter Avenue in Evansville, Slay's Restoration offers assistance for water damage, fire and smoke damage, mold and biohazard mitigation, complete reconstruction, and much more. Slay's Restoration can be reached toll-free 24 hours a day at 1-888-776-8555. It can also be found online at slaysrestoration.com.
The Evansville Otters would like to thank Sinorama Evansville for their support this season. Sinorama Evansville is a multi-application supplier of custom-made signs, banners, and decals in the tri-state. Located at 1300 North Royal Avenue in Evansville, Sinorama is open 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. They can be reached by phone at 812-477-7763 and can be found online at sinorama.com/in-Evansville. Sinorama Evansville, a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball.
And final frame we go. Jake Davis on the mound here for the Otters, trying to close it out for them. Southpaw, 5'11", 195 pounds, making his 3rd appearance on the season. No record, has not allowed a run in 3 innings, 5 strikeouts, no walks, 3 hits. It'll be the top of the order for the Freedom, with the Otters leading 6-1, 3 outs away from taking 3 out of 4 from the Freedom. A crucial series for the Otters going into a matchup with the first place Normal Corn Belters later this week.
Well, tomorrow's the day off, and then Normal comes in on Tuesday.
Yep, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. If you want to see some playoff atmosphere action, you will want to be here bright and early on Tuesday. Austin Wobrock, the leadoff man, gets us going in the 9th. Left-on-left matchup. Davis from the stretch with nobody on. His first pitch. Fastball inside, backs Wobrock off the plate for ball 1.
Yeah, if you don't start coming out to see the ball game, the season's going to be over pretty soon. So if you're a baseball fan, you better get out here.
The 1-0 pitch. Davis fires it over at the knees. Count even at 1.
That odd ball, was it sphere, whatever it is, a football they call it. It's odd. It's not round.
The 1-1. Missed high, breaking ball slipped out of the hands, 2-1. I think they actually call it oblong.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh.
An oblong shape. 2-1 pitch. Fastball missed inside again, and Wobrock tucked his hands into his chest to avoid getting knocked on the knuckles, and it's 3-1. Top of the 9th. Otters lead 6-1. The 3-1 to Wobrock. Fastball bites on the outside corner at the knees. And the count's full 3-2 on Wobrock. Florence has been limited over the past 3 games to a grand total of 6 runs. Payoff pitch. Missed down in the dirt. That's ball 4. Wobrock draws the walk. Florence has not been at a shortage for hits today. They have 9 of them.
Well, there hasn't been a shortage of them being on base either. I mean, almost every inning there's been a runner or 2 on base.
Every inning but the 3rd inning. That was the only clean frame.
Right.
Florence has tacked together 9 hits, 6 walks, and a hit batter, but only 1 run.
Yeah. They haven't bunched the hits.
Now it's Caleb Lopez. Takes a breaking ball down and away for ball 1. Nobody out, top of the 9th inning. Otters lead it 6-1. I'm going to put the finishing touches on a series victory over the Freedom. The 1-0 pitch. Fastball gets the outside corner. Davis levels the count at 1-1. Set at the letters, the leg kick, the pitch. Another fastball, another strike, outside corner, bell tie, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, the pitcher can't be concerned about that runner on first with a big lead. He should be concentrating on the batter strictly.
1-2 pitch. Breaking ball hangs upstairs. And the count's level at 2.
I don't know if you noticed, Sam, he let that go when his arm was still in the action. He didn't release it arm length or shoulder length.
The 2-2 pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Cronin dives, but it's off his glove and into right field. Racing for third is Wobrock. The throw's going to go back into second. It's a single for Caleb Lopez onto third.
Non-hit performance.
Despite not picking up a hit today, Ewing has walked twice and scored the only run of the game for the Freedom back in the 5th. Right-handed batter, here's the pitch. Fastball sails high and wide, 1-0. Nobody out, top of the 9th inning. It's 6-1 Evansville. But Florence threatening here in the frame. Runners at first and third. Nobody out for Skylar Ewing. Leads the team with 13 long balls. The 1-0. Davis finds the strike zone on the inside corner. 1-1. The pitch. Misses outside, nearly drags Rizzatello to the backstop. And it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Full count walk to Wobrock, then a single to Lopez. Cronin nearly with a sensational diving stop, but had it glance off his glove. 2-1 pitch. Fastball misses upstairs, 3-1, and Mike Rizzatello is going to call time and go out to talk with Davis.
Good move. That's what the catcher has to do. Go out and slow him down. I think he's working too fast.
Got an arm loosening up in the bullpen now for the Otters. Alex Phillips has hopped up off this chair. He's going to start warming up. Eating on the mound adjourned. Rizzatello back to his post behind home plate. 3-1 on Ewing. The pitch. Fastball missed downstairs. Second walk of the frame for Davis. And that loads the bases with nobody out here in the top of the 9th. Things starting to get a little dicey. The Otters lead by 5, but they really don't want to let this thing get away from them too quickly. It's going to draw a meeting from Max Peterson, the pitching coach. He's going to head out to the mound. Phillips still a long ways away from being warm down in the bullpen. And it's just a meeting to stall for time, get Davis back under control. He's walked 2 hitters and he's allowed a single. The bases are loaded with nobody out here in the 9th for Ricky Ramirez Jr., who's 1 for 3 today.
I've noticed Max has been more attentive to his pitchers. I'd say the past couple of weeks, where normally he lets them score 2 or 3 runs before he even does anything. Now he's getting out there, which is good. I mean, that's a good sign.
Otters lead by 5 runs, but the Freedom have loaded the bases here in the top of the 9th with nobody out, and Ramirez the hitter. Davis the lefty on the mound against the left-handed swinging Ramirez. 1 for 4 today, wide open stance. Davis peers in for the sign, now comes to the ready. First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball over the outside corner. Davis hustles it home for strike 1.
He's got powerful thighs. He'd probably make a good fullback.
The 0-1 pitch. Popped in the air, third base side. That's going to get back out of play. And it's quickly 0-2 on Ramirez. So whatever Max Peterson said to Jake Davis seems to work.
Yeah. You notice how this Ramirez, when he swings, he kind of falls away, and he hits pop-ups to the left field area. All foul balls, of course.
0-2 pitch. Fastball misses downstairs. 1-2 on Ramirez. Bases juiced, nobody out, top of the ninth. 6-1 Evansville holds the advantage. One-two pitch. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. Ramirez can't believe it. Ramirez keeps on telling the umpire that's outside. He's walking away now, but he's rung up on strikes looking. First out here in the top of the ninth.
Might have a good argument. Maybe the umpire is saying, I'm hungry. Let's get this game over with. That's what they used to say years ago. Umpire wants to go home.
1 out, bases still loaded for Kevin Burgess. Otters up by 5 runs. The first pitch. Looks at a fastball high and away, 1-0. Burgess having himself a good day, 2 for 4 with an RBI single. Right-handed bat with good pop, 12 home runs. Also 47 driven home. The 1-0. This is down and in. Rizzatello has to scamper to it. Was set up outside, guarded back across the plate. And it's 2-0. Alex Phillips warming in the bullpen. Looks like he might be ready. Wind blowing left or right across the diamond with Davis set at the shoulders. His pitch. Swung on and drilled into the right center field gap. Wells on his horse back towards the wall. He looks up and it's out of here. A grand slam for Kevin Burgess. And just like that, it's a 1-run game, 6-5. The Otters now lead.
I would say that's the end of this pitcher.
That was an absolute rocket off the bat of Burgess. I didn't think that ball was going to have the height to get out of here to right center, but that thing kept on rising. It's now a 1-run game. Davis gets 1 out here in the inning, and Alex Phillips is going to have to come on and close this one out, and now a 1-run game. We'll take a break and be back with Alex Phillips on the mound here on WUEV 91.5 FM, brought to you by Krookemeyer and Kahn.
SRG Global, a Guardian company, would like to wish the Evansville Otters the best of luck in today's contest. Founded in 1932, SRG Global is one of the world's largest manufacturers of chrome-plated plastic parts for the automotive, commercial truck, and household appliance industry. Located locally at 601 North Congress Avenue in Evansville, SRG Global can be found online at srgglobal.com. They can also be reached in Evansville by phone at 812-477-6151.
The Tin Fish Restaurant, located at 300 West Jennings Street in Newburgh, Indiana, is a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball. Independently owned and operated, the Tin Fish menu features salads and sandwiches, as well as seafood platters and combos, and seafood burritos, tacos, and burgers. The Tin Fish Restaurant is open 7 days a week from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. It can be reached by phone at 812-490-7000. The Tin Fish Restaurant.
Injuries are inevitable. It doesn't matter if you're playing baseball, walking the dog, or falling from a ladder. Injuries happen. When they do, Tri-State Orthopedics offers treatment for sprains, strains, and fractures by medical specialists. Tri-State Orthopedics is located at 225 Cross Lake Drive in Evansville, just north of the Lloyd and I-164. Tri-State Orthopedics can be reached by phone at 812-477-1558. Its urgent care line is 812-474-OUCH. Tri-State Orthopedics, a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball.
Rough outing for Jake Davis. Records 1 out, allows 2 hits, 2 walks, and 4 runs to score. Strikes out 1 man as well, and Alex Phillips is into this game, going to pick up his 3rd save of the week. Alex, no record, a 1.65 ERA, 2 saves, 25 strikeouts, and 16 1/3. last pitched on the 10th. That was Friday when Jeff Gardner helped save a blown save from occurring with a nice throw to the plate to nail the tying run. Phillips is going to have to get 2 outs here to earn the save. Jordan Brower and John Praise Jr. due up. It's now a 6-5 game. Evansville with a 1-run lead after the Kevin Burgess grand slam. Brower, left-handed hitter, the first pitch. Fastball pours in over the outside corner for strike one.
Let's go back to that play where the Freedom runner just trotted on home, and it was an out, force out or tag out.
The 0-1 swung on and missed. Brower with a disappointing hack at that 0-1 pitch. It's 0-2.
And he didn't slide. Now, if he had slid and hustled home, it might be a tie game.
Every run always counts.
Yeah, and hustle.
0-2 on Brower. Phillips pitch. Fastball sails high and outside. 1-2. Alex, 6'3", 220-pound right-handed tosser out of Baylor University. Brower left-handed bat. Phillips 1-2. Down and away. Taken by Brower. Looked like the changeup.
He's got 7 home runs, too.
Brower 0 for 2 today with 2 walks. 2-2 pitch. Just lashes out at it and pops it foul out of play on the third base side. Still 2-2. Brower was the man who was thrown out of the plate to end the 8th inning. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, top of the 9th. Otters lead by 1. Break-even pitch. Swung on and missed. He chased a curveball in the dirt. Rizzatello smothers it and tags out Brower to complete the punch-out. 2 away here in the 9th.
I tell you, he's dejected. Look at that. He's just strolling back.
We're going to get a pinch hitter here for John Praise Jr. Cutter McDowell is going to grab a bat off the bench and hit here. McDowell kind of perplexed by this move, but nonetheless he hits. Price Jr. was 2 for 2 on the day. First pitch to McDowell. He swings and misses. Tried to ambush a first pitch fastball. Instead got the breaking ball, and it's 0-1.
I mean, he must have been looking out at left field on that because that was nowhere near the strike zone.
1 out, top of the 9th. Otters lead by 1. The 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball hit hard down the right field side, but that grounder's foul.
You know
and it's quickly 0-2.
What Hensley said on your post-game interview, he said, well, if you make the guy look bad, come back with it.
0-2 on McDowell. 2 outs, top of the 9th. Otters lead by 1. The pitch. Swung on and missed. Alex Phillips comes in and slams the door shut with back-to-back punch-outs to clinch the 6-5 victory for Evansville. They take 3 out of 4 from Florence on the weekend and are back to 500 at 39-39 on the season. We'll take a quick break and come back with a post-game wrap-up. Final score here from Bosse Field, it's Evansville 6 and Florence 5 here on WUEV 91.5 FM. Brought to you by Krugmeyer.
I'm Billy Bolin, and I want to share some exciting news with you about Mickey's Kingdom. Back in 2004, our community came together to build Kids Kingdom, and I'm proud to say our community is coming together again. This September, we're going to build a larger, better, and more accessible playground for people of all abilities, including a swing and merry-go-round that accommodate wheelchairs. The original playground was 12,000 square feet. Mickey's Kingdom will be 20,000 square feet, have a poured-in-place rubber surface, and will climb higher in the air. If you would like to learn how you can help, please visit our website at mickeyskingdom.downtownevansville.com.
Habitat for Humanity Evansville and the University of Evansville are pleased to announce the Purple Crew Signature Program. The Purple Crew is a program for all UE students, alumni, faculty, and staff to help build houses and earn hours. The goal of the Purple Crew is to help Habitat for Humanity reach its goal of 500 homes this year. Want to get involved? Simply go to Habitat's website, evansvillehabitat.org/volunteer. Then click on the Volunteer Now banner. Register with Habitat as a volunteer and then select days you can build. You can also register as a team. It'll be a fun environment, and after 15 hours, you get a Purple Crew t-shirt.
The
4th Annual Blues on the Rock Music Festival will take place on Sunday, September the 2nd at the Rockport City Park in Rockport, Indiana. There'll be regional and national blues acts, food vendors, an over 21 beer garden, and with children's activities, there'll be fun for the whole family. Sponsored by the Association for a Better Rockport and the River Basin Blues Society. Advance tickets are on sale 812-686-0012. For more information, visit EvansvilleBlues.com.
That's why we say what makes us different makes us better. Ritchie's has Evansville's best tasting hamburgers.
Well, things got dicey, but the Otters clinched the 6-5 victory over the Florence Freedom and take 3 out of 4 on a wildly successful weekend. Just one loss. The Otters, after starting the week off, losing 2 of 3 to Southern Illinois, now take 3 of 4 from Florence and are back to 500 on the season. And Bill, there's just a lot of positive things that happened this weekend. What stuck out to you the most?
The long ball by Mr. Long. Thank God he was in the lineup. And but I'll tell you, each one of these 4 games has been a nail biter. We didn't know until the final what the final outcome was going to be. I mean, you know, it was outstanding pitching, I think, except for Florence today, where they used, I don't know, 25, 30 pitches, whatever it was, something like that. And there was another guy warming up before the game was over. So anyway, our congratulations to the Otters. It was a great series. 3 wins.
3 wins and a no-hitter.
And no-hitter, and they're back to 39-39. And, you know, there's still a chance for the playoffs.
Yeah, you can never count them out. Well, go ahead and name our player of the game. There's a couple guys that you could really look to and pick. You know, Travis Harrison, before he had to leave the game, had 3 plate appearances, an RBI double, a single, a walk, and a run scored. Ryan Long, solo home run, a hit by pitch, a run scored. David Cronin, he had 3 hits as well. Really not one guy that sticks out on the offense today, but just they all worked together like a well-oiled machine to score a lot of runs here today.
I'll agree with you on that. And we didn't have any errors.
Yeah.
And the pitching wasn't bad except for last couple of relief pitchers, but other than that, wasn't bad.
So why not? We'll go ahead. We're feeling nice here on Sunday. We'll give everybody on the Otters the player of the game, but really, though, where do you want to give it to?
Well, I'll tell you what. I'd go with Cronin, to be honest with you, because the other guys have had those steaks. So let him get the steak, let Long have the dessert, and let Gardner have or Harris have the salad bar.
David Cronin, 3 for 4 with an RBI single in the 7th. He's our player of the game. Brought to you by Western Ribeye. When you're craving excellence, Western Ribeye and ribs satisfies. Call 812-476-5405 to make reservations. The Otters are going to have a day off tomorrow following today's 6-5 victory. So a day off tomorrow, and then on Tuesday, they'll be back in action with a humongous series against the first-place Normal Corn Belters. If Normal ends up losing today, Evansville could be within 3.5 games at the start of that series, meaning if they can pull off a sweep somehow, some way, they could end that series only a half game back of first, but that's getting ahead of ourselves. They've got to win 1 game first at a time and move from there. And for the Otters, you know, it's a big opportunity here at home. And then a week from now, or less than a week from now, actually, they'll be facing off against Florence in Florence at UC Health Stadium. And every game from this point forward is just pivotal.
And long balls in Florence are home runs.
Yeah.
There are fly ball outs here in Balsey Field, but in Florence, unfortunately, they're home runs. And it depends on who gets the most fly balls.
Well, it was a wildly successful weekend for the Otters. 3 wins, a no-hitter, a nice victory here on Sunday to wrap it all up.
And let's talk about the crowd we had yesterday and the day before. We had over 5,000. I tell you what, these fans here in Evansville, they're the greatest. And we thank them. On behalf of the Otters, I say thank you, fans. You're really supporting this team.
Your final line score today, it's Florence 5 runs, 11 hits, no errors. For the Otters, 6 runs, 10 hits, no miscues. Austin nicely picks up the win. Castellani the loss, and Alex Phillips his 3rd save of the season in what is a 6-5 victory that pushes the Otters back to 500 at 39-39. We'll be back on the air on Tuesday. 6:35 is scheduled first pitch. We'll be on the air probably around 6:20, 6:15 or so. Be sure not to miss it. It's a first-place matchup with the normal Corn Belters. It's going to be a lot of fun, and Bosse Field hopes to be packed for it. For my partner, Bill McCune, I've been Sam Jelinek. I want to say thanks to our producer in the studio, Paul Mattingly, for all of his hard work as always. Everybody who stuck around and listened to what ended up being a one-run ball game. One final time, the Evansville Otters defeat the Florence Freedom 6-5 here at Bosse Field and take 3 of 4 here on the weekend. We'll say good night, have a good one, and hope to see you and hope you're listening on Tuesday. You've been listening to Evansville Otters Baseball here on WUEV 91.5 FM, brought to you by Krukemeyer and Kahn.